Sorry, quiet. Okay, cool. Y'all ready to go?
Fuck.
I've heard no objections, so I'm starting.
Are we ready? I guess I'm ready to go.
Cool. Okay, well, just wanted to say a couple things before we start. First off, Frank has a new microphone, so he should be sounding pretty good from here on out for a while. Pretty fresh. And one other thing before we start, I just drove home from eating, and I wanted to cry. I wanted to drive into a wall. Because as I was driving home, I was flipping through the radio stations, and I heard this.
Alright, I'm unfriending you.
Bro, I just listened to that yesterday.
That
I
was
saw a
on the
TikTok that
radio.
reminded me of it. And I looked it up on TikTok. I looked it up on
I just got
YouTube
sent back
yesterday.
The freshman year of high school.
I wanted to cry, because that was, I was like,
Are
that's
the
on
moon
the
songs
radio
coming
now?
back?
God.
We gonna hear
no.
Gangnam Style next?
Yeah,
Please no.
God, no. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say
Don't
about
remember my
how
freshman year of high school.
we almost didn't have a session
That was my
tonight, because
freshman
I
year of
almost drove into a wall.
We're not recording yet, are we?
No, we are very much recording.
Oh.
Hello, everyone. We are live.
Welcome to the Yogs Cast.
What episode are we on?
Hello,
8?
everyone. My name is...
This is episode 8.
Today's topic.
Uh-huh. You want to go on?
Why do turtles have
Fuck.
legs?
Bro, my fucking boss's daughter brought her turtle in yesterday. I was like, what the fuck, you have a turtle? It's like, yeah. I'm like, what?
Okay.
Oh, that's crazy.
I got peed on by a turtle.
That's why I didn't want to hold her turtle.
That's a
Alright.
732 hit.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. So, first off, welcome back to the podcast. We're on the 8th session, I believe. This is episode 8.
Is it?
It is. We are already 8 episodes in.
Oh, it's almost April.
I know. We've been doing this for some time. We've been doing this for, I mean, like,
And
we've
so far,
done...
we've only had a few close calls with death.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we
I
have been
haven't.
going for a while, because we've
I think I
done...
got knocked down once.
We've done it at least one podcast every week for the past 8 weeks, plus like 2 one-shots as well, or one one-shot. So we've been going for 9 weeks now. We're going strong. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. Hope you all are too. And with that, let's go ahead and roll into the recap, shall we?
No.
So, okay. Well, I guess we can just end it here then.
I'm good. All right. Next session, guys. Good night.
All right, good night, bye. Okay. So, continuing from last week's session, you all had just finished up the fight with the Hobgoblin Warlord, and were figuring out what to do next. Upon further exploration of the cave that you were all in, the party would split up, with Seal, Donakai, and Samin's Quasit going towards a separate path than that of Bear Arm, Samin, Theobald, and Zephyr. Along the way, Bear Arm, Samin, Theobald, and Zephyr would find the cleric of Adrora that they came to search for originally, Mr. Theo Hui, and end up being able to get him out of his prison cell he was in. While this was going on, Seal and his 2 companions would travel through some other separate part of the cave and locate a strange hidden village somewhere in the cave that was filled with nothing but living sentient tables, which would actually end up being discovered that none of them were tables to begin with, but instead people. So, meeting back up with the rest of the party, everyone would quickly begin to realize that things weren't right. They would leave the village and end up coming right back around. After further exploration and in questioning of the various villagers in the village, the party would then quickly discover that you were in a time loop. Searching for a way out of the
I wouldn't
loop.
say quickly, but okay.
Y'all did it fairly quickly, or maybe I'm just blocking
we
it
took
out.
about 5 loops.
I thought it would take 1 or 2. Y'all took like 3 or 4 or 5.
Hey, I'm not
We're
gonna
not
lie.
known for intelligence.
I broke character during one of the loops because I was like, I'm done with these loop shit. Please, God, make it stop.
Done with these damn time loops in my goddamn table
I
village.
started thinking, I was like, Is this too smart for Theobald?
You're lucky Samine likes to stab things with magic.
Well,
Yes,
I was also going to
continuing
say,
on.
hey, this might
Still
be
walking around the goddamn place 8 times.
yeah.
Continuing on with
Okay,
that,
this-
Samine would, like Samine just said, end up finding what she thought was the source of the time loop as well as the curses that were going on in the village. Upon stabbing it, she would find that she was correct, that she did find the source of the curse, but it wasn't just some rune on a wall. It was actually engraved on that of an earth elemental. So, after a somewhat close call with the earth elemental, with Seal getting flattened by some boulders, and then one or two of the party members getting smacked really hard,
Including Samine. I feel like she's always on the lower end of the health.
you would eventually persevere and end up taking out the earth elemental, destroying the runes in the process. After doing so, you would realize that the time loop was actually a curse keeping them there against their will, against their actual destined lifetime, and their bodies would begin to quickly age rapidly, to the point of which they should have aged, which killed them in the process. Before you could really take a moment to rest and breathe, you would hear screeching and groaning begin to originate from all the bodies, and the cleric would make a very, very solid statement that you all should get out of there. So, making a run for the exit of the cave, you would all leave the cave, meeting back up with Legerm, who is still a table, you would all notice, and get out. And it is with that, we will continue the session. So, like I said, you all just got out of the cave, and you all were able to meet back up with Legerm. You could still hear the screeching and groaning from the bodies from within the cave, but they didn't seem to be getting closer. They seemed to just be staying in place. So what do y'all do?
So they're staying in place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I ain't stopping until I get out of this cave.
Oh yeah, you're already out of the cave. You're
right.
you're out of it.
Is my hand doing anything funky?
No, it seems to not have any reaction to the events going on around you.
Pog.
Samine's gonna look at Seal, kind of, because Samine, I think, is still on Bear Arm's shoulder.
Yeah, because you are still
he
pretty
carried
injured.
her out of the cave, and he's gonna go,
Oh, was I carrying? I don't remember that.
Steel's
Seal.
riding on top of Legerm. Still
give me
dusty.
the book. Give me the book.
What book?
The book you conned from the library.
Oh, that book. Okay.
Let's actually read it.
I throw the book to you.
She catches it.
The cleric just makes a weird, like a suspicious look at you as he hears you mention how
He means, by conned, he means like, out of such
I
a
mean
good
conned.
deal.
No.
right.
What was the book written in again?
Huh?
A
What was the book
language.
written in again? I think it was Goblin, Elvish.
I believe we said Goblin, Elvish, and I believe Dwarvish. It's been a while, and I don't
Yeah.
know.
Since
It was
Seal
Dwarvish.
apparently
I could
doesn't
read it.
want to read this book at all.
Nope, not
Would
at
anyone
all.
else like to try?
It's kind of boring.
I can only read common. That's all I can read.
Theobald?
Suppose you can hand it here.
And tosses over the book to Theobald.
Have you had any look at the Dwarvish section?
I have not. I cannot read any of those languages.
And why did you ask for the book?
Because you obviously weren't using it.
Oh.
And it has useful information.
Alright. Well, let's see. What are we looking for here? I'm just gonna...
Anything about corruption or some sort of takeover of the body would work. I believe it was a book based on Numbros, right?
It was a book.
Yeah.
Well, I believe that book was just about gods and. Or no, that's right. You got two
that
separate
was
books.
my
Yeah,
book.
yeah. You got two separate books. I forgot. Yeah. That is the book that is primarily talking about Anumbros. It's not a very large book compared to the one just about general deities, but there is a pretty good amount of knowledge in it.
Alright, I feel like I actually might have read this before, but I don't remember.
You have not
Anyway.
read everything. I can tell you that.
I what?
You would not have read any, like all of it. I can
Okay,
tell you
well, let's look through it really quick. I gotta find some stuff on the undead. Do I find anything on these undead?
Well, let's see. So, are you all just, like, walking as you read it, walking back towards the village?
Yeah.
Piggybacking in one case.
Okay. So, let's see here. The village isn't too terribly far from the cave, so you would not be able to read too much, but from what you're able to gather in the small amount of time to read, you don't really find too much, you don't have any luck finding anything about corruption of dead bodies or anything like that. If there is anything about it, it would probably be a little bit farther into the book and would require some more time to read. What you do end up coming across is, let's see here. Let's see here. You do read that some more general mythologies of Anumbros himself and some interaction with various species he's had in the past. One interesting species you can take note of is a species that you actually would have heard about from your village, as it was a common tale from your village, about a race of very, very rare half-elf, half-orc creatures that were spotted somewhere in the very, very, very far east of the continent. Due to the inability to breed almost at all because of how elven and orcish blood works, their race was very far and few, but the creatures themselves were extremely powerful, being resistant to many forms of magic, as well as having natural built bodies in terms of physical power, as well as ability to use magic themselves. The myths say that they were one of the true species that Anumbros feared above all else due to their natural resistances and natural strength. Other than that, you're not able to really read too much before you begin to make it back towards the village.
Hey, Samin, I think I'm going to hold on to this book for a while, see what else I can crack in my free
Better
time.
than Seal having it.
I can say that again.
It's better than Seal having it.
Seal's asleep.
Alright, because he's just riding leg arm.
As you're all walking, Theo just kind of is silent as he rubs his chin in thought.
I keep thinking you're talking about me.
He doesn't say much to you all as you continue towards the village. Once you begin to near the village, though, he does look at you, Bare Arms, and he says, once we arrive in the village, we should find someplace private to sit down, so that way I can take a look at your arm in a more timely manner, and hopefully help you with some of that possession that you have going on.
Boy, sounds like a plan to me. How about we head to the inn and get us a sleeping situation sorted out. So
Right.
we've all earned a long rest.
So as you begin to get closer and closer to the village, you see it begin to approach in the distance, and you actually see a bunch of the townsfolk actually out in front of the village looking around. As they see you, they all begin to crowd and gather around. Almost everyone in the village is there as they look at you all in just anticipation. As you all get closer, the leader of the village, the head of the village, walks out with his son behind him, and he goes, "So, how did it go? Were you able to defeat the goblins?"
We came, we saw, we kicked their ass!
As I said, all the villagers begin to cheer and jump and just yell in happiness.
But, well, I have some more pressing matters to attend to now.
Of course. Come on, into the village. After everything that you've done for us, this was a huge help. If any of you decide to stay here for the night, we can give you a free night in the tavern for free, even a free meal and some drinks if you don't like. So,
Speaks up. I like free.
of course,
Free
it's
shit's always good.
it is the least we can
Two
do.
of my compatriots definitely need rest and meals.
Of course. Just feel free to go towards the tavern here. It's not too large, as we are a fairly small village, but the innkeeper will gladly help you out with whatever you need. It's the least we can do for such great, hopeful warriors like you.
And then you and I need to speak in private here for a little bit.
You're talking to the head of the village?
Yes,
I'm
I'm talking to the head of the village.
Okay, yeah, he nods his head and goes, of course, just, whenever you are ready to speak with me, just find me. I will be in my home where you met my son.
All right. I'll, I start heading to the tavern with Theo, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, so you and Theo begin to head towards the tavern. Samine, Seal, Theobald, Zephyr, are y'all going to do anything, or are y'all going to the tavern as well?
So we'll hop off of Bear Arms' back finally.
Oh yeah, I should probably let you down.
More like be dropped.
And she'll go ahead and go to the tavern as well.
Okay. What about you, Theobald? You said you're going to the tavern as well. So what about you, Zephyr and Seal? Y'all going to the tavern?
Seal's gonna
Yeah.
go to the tavern. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you all go to the tavern. It doesn't take long before you find it. And the head of the village was pretty accurate when he described it. The tavern, as you enter it, only has about 6 to 7 tables in the entire building. It is 2 floors, and on the second floor, there's about 5 spare rooms for people to stay in. There is only one villager behind the counter. It's a elven woman, as you see her wiping down one of the glasses. As she sees you all enter, she just smiles and nods her head and says, just happy, like, "Oh, I see it. It's the heroes. The heroes. Come in. Come take a seat. Let me help you with whatever you need."
Sure.
It's been a while since I've
Sure.
been here.
I just need to go up to a room for a little bit.
Why?
Me and this cleric's got some work
Oh,
to take
right,
care of.
right. Fuck shit.
Right.
Yep.
Right, of course. The rooms are all for you. For you tonight. It's free of charge. Feel free to go in whatever.
I head to the closest room.
The cleric follows you. So you two
Awesome.
begin to go upstairs. Anyone else? Is everyone else just gonna be like taking a seat at the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, Samine's gonna kind of look up at the bartender and go, would you know if there's any kind of magic shops or anything here? I know it's a very small town, but anything
I like
related
magic
to
too.
magic.
She just shakes her head and goes, "I'm afraid not. The closest things we have when it comes to magic around here, it would be not for say a wizard, but some form of magic practitioner. He is out of the village quite a ways. If you're heading south, you might come across it. He is a bit between here. You can actually find him on the edge of the swamp. That's about where he lives.
Thank you for letting me know.
What's his name?
His name is... Let me pull his name up.
What is his name?
That's a great question. Let me pull up my book.
Gregory.
His name is
Gregory.
Tommy. No.
Fuck.
His
Have
name
so many
is...
Gregs.
Greg. His name is Tathalon.
What? Oh, it's not Tommy. Okay.
No, his name is Tathalon.
Athlon.
Yeah, Tathalon.
I context clues.
Uh-huh, sure. Alright. She then looks at the rest of you,
The Weth?
the West, and says, "But how about the rest of you? Can I get any of you any drinks, any food?"
Ale.
Some drinks would be much appreciated.
Yeah. It's ale and
Water.
some meat.
Of course. She gets Seal a glass of water, sets it down, And to those who requested drinks and
Is it
food,
diet water?
yeah, it's that nice crystal diet water. It's not water, not its offspring. For the rest of you, she just begins to get some food cooking on the hot plate or the hot kind of fires behind her, as well as getting some drinks poured in some glasses, setting them down for y'all free of charge.
Shit.
She just nods her and goes, "Well, you did save the village from those nasty little things. So, some free drinks and free food. It's the least we can do for you."
Do you think those undead are gonna come back in any sort of way? I'm sort of whispering that to party members.
Mm.
Or what do you say?
Do you think that those undead are gonna pose any threat?
No, I'm
Unless
sure it'll be
someone goes
fine.
in there, then I think they seem that they'll stay where they are.
I don't know about that. Something tells me that they might come out.
We'll see.
I suppose only time will tell.
Okay, so y'all are all just staying down there, getting a little bit of rest, drinking some drinks, having some nice warm food. And with that, we'll leave y'all for a minute, and we'll go to Bear Arms and Theo going up towards the room. So as you both would enter the room, Theo would shut the door behind you both, and he would take a seat on a chair, motioning to the bed for you to take a seat on the bed. And as you would, he would be silent for a minute and say, "All right, take off your gauntlet. Let me take a look at your hand."
I take my gauntlet off, showing my corrupted hand.
It's not any worse than it was originally after killing the Hobgoblin Warlord, but it's still pretty bad. He looks at it and goes, "Right, this has progressed a bit more than I will be able to deal with at the exact moment, but I have a way that could possibly help with the possession, but if it goes wrong, it could very well backfire, and it could possibly make the possession worse. If I will leave the decision up to you, if you would like to do this exercise."
Well, I don't want to begin with by the minute, so at least trying to make it better is gonna kill me, maybe.
Okay,
So I might as well do it and get it over with.
right. Well, then here I will explain what is going to happen. I am going to put you in a trance-like state, and once I do, you will enter a different mind state, a subsection of your soul, if you will. When you are there, you will see the demon within your body. You will combat it. And if you can combat it and force it back physically, it will possibly help reduce the possession, if not at least slow it down. But if you fall to it, it will only get worse.
Well, luckily there's two things I love in this world. My drink and my fights.
Right. In that case,
So let's get it over with.
of course, in that case, just relax, and I will begin. And with that, he stands up and he takes the gauntlets that he's wearing on his wrists. He takes them off, and you see his hands are, you can see they're very, very dry, and you can see just the amount of scars and callus on his hands, showing that he's been working for a very, very long time. He takes a step towards you, and his hands begin to emanate a light blue glow. And he lightly places that on. He places one hand on your forehead, and then the other on your chest, and you begin to feel a warm sensation that begins to slowly make you drift off to almost like a form of sleep, but it's almost like you can feel your spirit just exiting your body, beginning to enter a different plane of existence. After a moment, everything would go dark, and then a moment later, you would be able to see again, but the area you're in, you can see it's a large open field, and for the most part, it's beautiful. The grass is a bright green, and there's flowers everywhere. You can see mountains in the distance, with the sky being almost cloudless, and the sky is bright blue. It's very, very vibrant. But in the distance, you can see it doesn't look like that very far off. Much of the grass is beginning to rot, and the mountains even look shattered and broken in many different places. The sky is starting to emanate a red glow. And as you look around, you hear footsteps beginning to approach you.
I stand my ground
Mhm.
and draw whatever weapon I would have.
So as you look at yourself, you actually see no weapons on you. You have nothing on you but your armor and your bare hands. And as you actually look at your hands, your left hand is completely normal, not showing any signs of possession at all. But as the footsteps begin to approach, you can see what it is. You see oh god, shit. You see another version of you.
And oh god, shit, oh my god.
You see another version of you walking towards you, but it's different. His eyes are a solid black with a red glow in the middle. His hand is what yours look like in the real world, with the claws on it and the purple glow, the veins pulsating, your markings on your arm beginning to return. He looks at you and says nothing, but after a moment he smiles, and you can hear that same voice speak to you, the one that you've been hearing in your head. And it says, "Oh, I see. You've decided to enter my plane. Have you come to reach an agreement with me?"
I look him up and down and go, finally a fight that's fair.
So that's how it's going to be. Fine. I will make you see the power you're lacking. And with that, go ahead and roll me an initiative real quick, Tristan.
Alright, here we go.
You have bare fists?
Bear fans? Alright, Smitty, shut up.
So do that.
You have bear
That's
balls.
Smitty was just cry us.
Priority die.
They both said it.
Okay. Alright,
No,
so
the joke is
15.
15?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, I'm using the wrong brush. Give me one moment.
Oh shit.
Now we'll give you 2.
Alright. Cool. In that case, you are going first.
Oh, good. How far away am I from him?
You are about 15 feet away from him.
And is there any weapons?
There's
anywhere near
nothing.
me?
There's no. You don't even see anything
Nothing?
you can use as an like an improvisational weapon. No rocks,
Oh,
no
good,
sticks,
alright.
nothing. Just
Well-
your hands.
Well, I run up to punch him.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Alright, well.
Trust no
I
one,
got
not
an
even yourself.
18.
That hits. It's your armor,
Okay.
so it's gonna hit.
Oh, that's like that hit my arm. Damn, this is gonna be a long ass fight. So that's 4 damage.
Okay.
Alright. And my next attack
Mm-hmm.
is a 22.
Okay.
So that's another 4 damage.
Okay.
Then I might as well just get out the way. I'm gonna action surge.
Mm-hmm.
I want to swing again and miss because that's a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me double check something. Do I have my shield on right now or no? No, okay. So that's a 15, so that missed. And then my next attack is a 23, so they take 4 more damage.
All right.
So a total of 12.
Okay. And that was what, 3 separate hits?
No, 3 separate hits.
Okay,
Yeah.
3 separate hits. So as you run up to just begin to fight him, you easily land several nice strong punches against him. Your powerful arms easily beginning to bash against the armor on his chest, cracking against it. And you see him wince a little bit, but the smile, that sick, twisted, evil grin never leaves his face. Does that end your turn?
Yep, that's all I can do.
Okay. So up next is the demon, who is going to do the same thing. He is going to swing at you, does a... Oh, shit. Alright, that's a 17, so that barely hits. So that's going to be 4 damage.
Right on the nose. Yep.
Yep. Let's see here. And then he's going to action surge, and he's going to swing at you again, but he's going to use...
Oh, no. Yeah, he gets... If he's following my stats, he gets 2 attacks per attack.
Ah, okay. Well, in this case, it's going to be his second hit. And he's going to be hitting with his left hand, the one with the purple energy on it. That is a 17 plus 3.
Damn.
So that hits, so that's going to be another 4. And then you also take another 6 necrotic damage as well.
Alright.
And then he's going to action surge and go to swing at you one more time, again with the left hand.
2 more times.
Oh, yeah, 2 more times. So that's a 16, so that doesn't hit. And that
Oh, wait. Since he missed, I'm going to riposte.
Okay, go for it.
So, which it says I get to make a melee weapon attack. So,
I'll
So
just
just
count it
punch
as, you're unarmed.
no, I don't.
No, you don't.
I rolled a 6, so I got 12.
Mhm.
So I missed. It's fine.
Okay. Well, he, like I said, he
Place
swung at you
2 on my
again and
story,
rolled
yeah.
another 17 plus 3. So
Yep.
that hits again. So that's going to be another 4 plus another 3 necrotic.
Okay.
And that will end his turn. So he, as you hit him.
1 sec, I fucked up my health points here.
Okay. So as
I heal on 7 damage.
as you hit him, he begins to quickly strike back at you, smashing against your armor. But the punches don't end there. As he hits you, you can feel the necrotic energy, the ones that you've been using against your own enemies. You feel it backfires. It enters your body, beginning to course and burn throughout your body. And that will end his turn. Up next is you again.
Okay. And to me again. Alright, well, first thing I'm going to do is second wind.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be 1d10 plus 5. It's going to be 11 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Because you straight up nearly blooded me in 1 round. And then I'm going to punch again.
Go for it.
Nope. That's a 9, so that doesn't hit. And that's a 13, so that one doesn't hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so as you go to strike at him, he easily just waves his hand in front of him, just hitting your wrist, smacking it away, causing your punches to miss. Anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Okay. So up next is him, and he will do the exact same thing. He's going to go to hit. God damn it, that fucking dice keeps dropping off the table. Okay, that
Why
is...
use a dice tray?
I don't have one. Okay, that's a 3 plus 3.
They're
That does not
cheap.
hit. That is a 15 plus 3.
Okay, that hit.
So that's going to be another...
Wait, what? So my bonus or my hit DC?
Remember,
for
he's
my,
using...
for
Remember,
punches?
the left hand. Remember, you got a bonus for hitting with that.
No, I know, but it's plus 6, Cameron.
Oh, well, regardless, so... Yeah, I mean, it
Because
still hit you.
strength plus proficiency.
Okay,
I know.
well, in that case...
I'm just telling
in
you.
that case, I'll just reroll the first roll then, 'cause I didn't know that. So that would be... 17.
Alright,
so-
well, now you just hit me twice.
So from the first strike, you will take 4 plus 1 necrotic. And then from the second
Alright.
strike, you'll take 4 plus 2 necrotic.
Alright. Oh boy, all the healing I did last turn just negated.
So, and that will end his turn as he just moves forward, he just moves forward, and he throws a punch towards your shoulder, just smacking into it as you feel a solid crack, and then he slams his fist right back into your shoulder again, cracking actually some of the armor on you.
Just so you know, I've done a total of 12 points of damage. He's done a total of 21 points of damage.
Yep.
And I go to punch him again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that hits because it's a 21, so he takes 4 more points of damage.
All right.
Punch him one more time. That's also a 21, so he takes 4 more points of damage.
Sweet. I mean, hey, you're almost tied up on health.
Almost. Well, I mean, technically he's done 32 points, but I healed 11. So.
Yeah. So you do
now
anything
it's his turn.
Okay. Yeah. So you retaliate, just punching him back, and but he doesn't stop as he goes to swing again. That is a 22. So that's going to be 4 plus 3 necrotic.
No, it's not, because I'm going to stones and dirt that.
All right.
Which I'm gonna take, unless I rolled really shittily on this roll, I'm gonna take 0 damage from this. Never mind, I rolled really shittily, so I take 3 points of damage.
All right, and then that's gonna be a 19 to hit.
Yep, that one hits.
So 4 plus another 1 necrotic. God, dude, these necrotic rolls are terrible. Yeah, so after
I'm enjoying them. They're not killing me. Yeah, I am officially bloodied.
As he hits you with those 2 hits, he doesn't bring his arm back from the second hit. He just grips you tightly and says, "Stop fighting it. You're only making it harder on yourself." And that will end his turn.
All right. The only way you're gonna get control of me is if you fucking kill me, goddamn son of a bitch. And I go to swing again.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't hit. That's 13.
Okay.
That also doesn't hit because that's a 14.
Oh, no. All right. That ends your turn?
That's my turn.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's going to, guess it or not, believe it or not, he's going to punch you.
Yeah.
That is another 19.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's rolling way better than I am.
So 4 plus 5 necrotic.
All right.
And then a 18 plus, what would you say, 6?
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Another 4 plus 4 necrotic.
So I don't have my shield.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
So, all right.
All right.
I have 7 hit points.
That will end his turn. Just looking at the GIF that Seal just sent.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? All right.
I don't want to know.
What you gonna do? Bear arms? You gonna punch him? Or attempt?
The only thing I can do, literally, if I
bear arms?
Yeah, no, I am bare armed.
His bare
hands? I am armed like a bear. See, this is what I should have been, a pact of the, or like a fucking Way of the Beast, fucking barbarian. So I could literally have bear claws. But I'm gonna punch him because I can't. If I leave, I die.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's on average hit me for 7 points every time. All right, here we go. Woo! I hit myself at the 17, so that's another 4 points of damage.
All right.
All right. And that's an 18, so another 4 points of damage.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm literally coughing blood.
Yeah. So he goes to punch you again. That's a 19.
Yep,
so
nope, that hits.
4 plus 6.
Yeah, no, I died. I am down. He won.
So as he swings his hand at you one more time, he punches you right into the neck, and you feel just the pain as you feel the tightening in your throat becoming harder to breathe. And he grips you tightly, lifting you up into the floor, lifting you up into the air, and he just smiles and says, "You only did this to yourself. And with that, he slams you into the floor as hard as he can. You can feel the ground begin to crack and shatter as more of the grass, the bright green grass, begins to darken and wither. You can hear the mountains in the distance beginning to crumble and shatter as more of the mountains begin to split and break apart. The sky further turns red. You still see that there's still a lot of green left, a lot of healthy blue and unbroken mountains, but there's less than there was when you first came here. And your eyes go dark, and then after another moment, you are suddenly jolted awake back in your body as you are still sitting in the same position. But you see a disappointed look on the cleric's face, and he just sighs and shakes his head. I'm sorry. It did not work. And as you look at your arm, you see the progression of the corruption is no longer stopped at just beneath your elbow. In fact, it's progressed almost all the way up to your shoulder, beginning to almost go all the way up and over your shoulder at this point in time.
I lay my right hand on the cleric's shoulder and go, "You did your best. Thank you."
Of course, I'm sorry I could not do more, but it's gotten to a point where it's progressed farther than I could have imagined. The only way I could help is if there was more than just me, if there were other clerics here, but all the other clerics... Give me one moment, guys.
Back.
Welcome
back.
My battery had went out on my Jeep, so I had to go out and get a new battery. My dad was helping me put it back in.
I also have bear arms, so I'll beat the shit out of you.
Alright, so let's see here.
We were arguing about who'd win in a fight.
Oh, I see.
I always forget you're a druid.
So do I.
I always forget that. I keep thinking you're like a warlock or something like that.
Okay. So where do we leave off? Oh, that's right. You were speaking to the cleric, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So like I was saying, so the cleric just continues on what he was saying, and said like, if there were more clerics of my power, of my familiarity with this type of magic and this type of possession, in a more holy area, we could probably have more of an effect, but yeah, I'm afraid it's past what I can do. One thing that I actually wanted to tell you all about one of the things I heard of whenever I was imprisoned by the goblins. They were speaking to something. I could only imagine it's Anumbros, but they were communicating with them, and I was able to learn some things. When Anumbros was locked and sealed away in his sleep and his dreams, there was a story, a legend, that he feared, that when he did return to arise and awaken and overtake the world of the living once again, there was only two things that could stop him. A race of creatures that no one even knows if they're real or not, or a group of traveling adventurers. They are known in the stories and the legends as the Fabled. The group in the legend spoke of five not very normal party members, but they would eventually be able to possess a weapon or a magic of some sort, a key to his destruction, and with it they would smite him down and return him to his sleep. The tales I've heard of, the fears, the communications, I believe Anumbros fears that the Fabled is you and your friends.
Aye. Well, the problem with Anumbros is that I believe he's very short-sighted.
Of course. He may be a god, but he is not omnipotent. He's arrogant, foolish. In some ways, he's no different than the humanity that he despises.
I also think that weapon, that power, might be this curse he's cast upon me. But the power of Anubros himself could probably destroy himself.
It very well could. But that is something that I will have to dedicate some more time to. For now, all I can ask of you is to rest and just continue fighting the possession like you have been. Your friends are still downstairs. I think I'm going to begin to leave tonight. I'm going to head back towards the city, back to Pasto. The church is probably worried about me and my whereabouts. I recommend you go be with them. Try and get your mind off of everything that has just happened.
Aye. Thank you, Theo. Send a prayer to Our Lady, Ajora.
Of
For
course.
me.
I will. It was a pleasure to meet you all. And with that, he turns, puts on his gauntlets, and he begins to leave the room, heading back downstairs.
I slide my gauntlet back up and then bandage the rest of my arm to cover the damage that has been done.
God damn it, this fucking song!
It happened earlier, and I was like, "You're talking, so I'm not gonna like."
I hate that song.
Problem is when you skip, you just turn off Groovy Bot.
Do I really?
Yeah, because
God damn it, I'm editing this part out then. Let's do this.
Yeah, because that's the only song you put in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's not like a playlist.
It's
just...
it's one collection of songs that you continue choosing the same collection
There
of
you
songs.
Okay.
I think you just played the same song. Oh,
No, dude,
it's
traveling.
It's traveling, not tavern.
And that song's like song 2.
Watch as the same song pops up again.
I'd quit. I'd go. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, good night. All right, bye. Okay, so yeah, so he leaves. After you banish yourself, do you return downstairs to the rest of the party?
Of course, we're gonna go celebrate our win against the goblins.
All right.
Actually, you know what? Wait, no, I gotta go talk to the town leader.
Okay. So you begin to make your way downstairs. So we'll return back to you in just a moment, unless nothing's happening with Samin, Theobald, Zephyr, and Seal. Are y'all doing anything?
This music. 1 minute. I'm hearing music and I don't know where the fuck it's coming from.
From
Like,
Groovy
I have
Bot?
the bot muted. There's not. Where is that music from?
Do you have the?
I
the
just
stream
know.
open?
It wasn't playing anything. It was just random music. Wait. No, it's not Groovy Bot. That's different entirely.
Lamp oil, rope, bombs.
What's going
Sorry.
on?
I can't give credit. Lamp oil,
I don't
Oh
understand.
no!
Okay,
Please no!
Horseshoe wave.
Horseshoe, no!
So
Stop it.
Theobald, Samin, Zephyr, Seal, are y'all doing anything, or are y'all still just enjoying your meals?
Getting drunk.
Getting
Just
drunk?
enjoying a meal, yeah.
Okay.
Not quite getting drunk.
Seal is
maybe a
not
little
getting
tipsy,
drunk.
But
All right.
Seal's drinking water and eating middling amounts of food.
Okay. So in that case, I guess we'll just stick with Bear Arms, and we'll come back to y'all in just a moment.
I'm the main character. Everyone focus on me.
I mean, you basically are at this point.
So
I
guess
hate it.
we'll come back to the rest of the party in just a moment.
You fucks do something interesting.
So Bear Arms, you leave the
Turn to a bear.
tavern and turn to a bear right in the middle of the tavern. Roar angrily. So
roar
you
gentlemanly.
leave the tavern and go to the head of the village's home, and you actually see him sitting out in his front yard. He has a chair beneath the tree in his front yard, and he's sitting down underneath it.
Actually, does Seal see Bear Arms leaving the tavern?
If you're looking around, yeah, you'd see him. He's a very large
Seal
man.
turns into a weasel and follows him discreetly.
I'm pretty sure I stand a good foot
Sends her
above
invisible
everyone.
closet away. following him.
Fucking always, huh? Does Seal need a supervisor?
No,
Huh?
Samine wants to know what's happening. She forgot
Samine
to
is
send him
drunk,
up whenever
fuck
they
you.
were doing that.
No,
tipsy, not
Theobald
drunk.
is drunk.
Theobald's
Her-
fucked.
Theobald sends his imagination to
Samine
follow
promptly acts
Bear
like
Arms.
she passes out at the bar, holding onto Theobald again.
I don't know. What I want is to see,
I
like,
had a sip of my drink.
no, actually, all four of y'all just leave the bar, like, tiptoe sneak behind Bear Arm. like in GTA style, and I turn around, ooh, what's that?
What was that noise?
Must have been the wind. So Seal and Samine's closet begin to follow Bear Arms. Okay. So Bear
I
Arms.
chitter at the closet. Is the closet invisible?
The closet's invisible.
I chitter at the air because he has
No.
that feeling.
Yeah, so like I said, you see the head of the village sitting down in his chair beneath the tree in his yard. He looks at you and goes, "Ah, I see you've finally come to visit. What is it that you wish to speak to me about?"
I've came to speak about the town that was hidden in that cave we went into.
The town that was hidden in a cave. I'm not quite sure I know what you speak of.
How long have you lived here? How long has this town been here?
Well, this town was, this village was only created not too long ago. The king wanted more crops to be made for resources in terms of just food. And so this village here was probably made not even 100 years ago. We've only been around for less than a century.
Well, my party and I found a very disturbing scene deep within the cave that the goblins lived in. Wasn't the goblins? They didn't do it. We found a town buried deep within the cave. It was actually almost like a mini forest in there. And all the people were cursed. They were turned into tables. You might think I'm crazy, but they were living tables. They could speak to. Weird.
I see.
I'm not. But as we broke the curse, well, the entire town was caught in a time bubble, too. Everything kept repeating itself every 10 or so minutes.
I see.
But we broke the curse, and everyone that was in that bubble perished. They all rapidly aged. They changed from table to human, and, table to man, and rapidly aged and died.
That is unfortunate.
With what's going on in the country right now, you and your folks might want to start packing up and leave. Get somewhere safe where the walls are tall and the guard is strong.
He's silent, just taking that all in. And after a moment, he just stands up and looks at you and places a hand on your shoulder lightly, saying, "You are a good man, I can tell, but unfortunately, we cannot leave. Even if what you're saying is true. We are the major supply of crops for the kingdom. Almost all of the major supplies of wheat and fruits and veggies, they come from our village. The king, even if he knew about this, I still don't think he would allow us to leave. If anything, he would send some more of his guards down here, but those guards...
They're useless, I know. That's why I didn't go to him. I didn't go to the gods. I went to you. 'Cause you're the man I know these people look up to and they follow. Now that cave, gotta be 100 or so dead bodies in there. And then Anubros already had a good strong arm on the goblins. Already corrupted the well that was there. So he's already there. And I'm just trying to save some innocent bloodshed from happening. From this godforsaken war the world has stumbled itself into.
Well, we will figure something out. If what you're saying is true and we are all in danger, I will speak to the village about it and see what we can figure out. But for the time being, I'm afraid we cannot leave. I will speak to the other elders in the village and see what their thoughts are. And if I can convince them that it's not safe here, then hopefully we can leave this village and find someplace elsewhere. The only thing I could think of that would help right now is if we had some way to... You said this was in a cave, correct?
Aye.
Is there any way that you know of that you and your friends could maybe collapse the cave entrance or block it so it could slow them down and give us time?
Not anymore. When the curse broke, it practically blew a big old hole into the side of the cave, letting everything out and letting everything in.
I see.
The best thing I could think of doing for you would be maybe getting some of your stronger men to build a wall or a gate around the entrance of the cave.
Mhm.
Just,
I will figure something out. Do not fear. We will figure something out. As long as they stay in the cave for now, we will get to work immediately. I will find some of my stronger men in the village, and I will have them immediately begin to set up a wall outside of the cave entrance, and then at least try and prepare some form of defense around the village. At least until we can find a more permanent solution.
that would be the only thing I can really think of.
Mhm.
Well, thank you and your village for your hospitality for my party.
Of course. No, it's... We are the ones thanking you. Those goblins, they were taking so much from us. They were taking our food, our supplies, our gold. Our families. Now that they're gone, we can hopefully begin to rebuild if we can just get past this other situation. And we have you to thank for it.
Hopefully this other situation doesn't arise too quickly.
Of course.
Well, I'm gonna take my leave now. Time to catch back up with the party.
He, before you leave, he says, "Belms, one moment." And he stretches out a hand to shake yours. And he's silent for a moment and goes, "I know who you are. I've heard your name. The name that came from the East. I know about your past, but I can tell you're not the same monster I heard the tales of. But even if you are, I cannot reject the good you've done here. You're a good man, Belms."
I grasp his hand with my right hand and shake it and go, "That monster died long ago, but he's slowly clawing his way back out."
Oh, you're strong. I see you'll be able to get your way out of it. I won't stop you any longer. Feel free to return to your friends. I'm going to return to my family now.
Aye. And I walk back towards the tavern.
Seal books it back.
Fucking ferret running at Mach 5.
I say, I go, what the fuck is that a fucking ferret? I didn't know there was ferrets here. I haven't seen a ferret since my homeland.
So back at the, while you're walking your way back, we'll just go to the tavern again for a moment. Where Theobald, Zephyr, and Samine are still all sitting down. As you're...
Samine slowly picks her head back up as her familiar starts flying back with bare arms and goes, another ale, bartender.
Of course. Here you go. And she sets down a drink and goes, "So, I see, y'all went through quite a lot here. And with everything you've done, I'm surprised that you aren't all celebrating. Not having any drinks, celebratory drinks or party? Why is that?"
I'm not one to party myself. I'm not sure about the others.
Well,
Speaking of which, where did Seal go? Acting totally innocent as if she doesn't know that Seal was a ferret.
the bartender looks around and goes, "Huh, I did not see that one go missing. well, I'm sure he's fine. But even if you are not one to party, the other men in the village will probably be finishing up their day pretty soon, and they'll come in here to drink, and they can get a bit rowdy, but nothing violent. They're just a bunch of friendly people. They like to joke around and have fun here. So, don't be strangers.
I'll give it a shot, but no guarantees.
Of course. And then she looks over at you, Theobald. And she looks at just your general appearance, your haircut, the markings on your body, like some of them, whether it be marking, like battle worn or anything like that. She just kind of looks at you and goes, "You don't seem like you're from around here, are you? Where are you from?"
East.
East. Ah, you're from the neighboring kingdom then.
You could say that.
I heard about some of the stories about what happened over there. If you ever if you ever lost anyone over there, I am sorry. I know how much it hurts to lose someone. The goblins took quite a lot from us here. But like I said, we appreciate your help. Feel free to continue to drink. I see you're already beginning to have your fair share. Tell you what,
Indeed I am.
would you like to try something maybe a bit stronger?
What have you got?
Let's see here. She begins to look through all of her different drinks. And then after a moment, she pulls out a bottle of, let's see here. She pulls out a bottle of what looks like a pretty thick liquid. It's not super dark, but you can tell it's pretty thick, and you actually see some small flakes floating around in it. And she goes, "This right here, it's in high demand with the working men of the village here. It's called a bog grog.
Interesting.
Would you like to
Pour me
have a
a
glass?"
shot.
Of course. And then she pours out a glass and hands it to you, and says, "I recommend trying it all in one go."
All right. I just
So you down it?
real quick, just down it, yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw. It-
Constitution. +4.
Speaking of dice trays, where's mine?
14.
14. So as you drink this bog grog, it actually tastes pretty kind of sweet, but it has a almost grittiness to it in both flavor and texture and the consistency. It's definitely not as thick as anything like honey or anything like that, but it's not nearly as smooth or light as just a normal liquid. As you can actually feel it going all the way down your throat and just sitting in your stomach as it begins to settle. You feel a little woozy for a moment, but you easily shake it off, just willing it out, and you actually don't get really messed up by it at all.
All right. I was actually hoping I'd get a higher roll, but since it worked out, I guess I'm good.
Mhm.
You lived here your whole life?
Yes, me and my family, we were here for the creation of the village, actually. The village has been here for not very long, less than a century. And
You ever plan on going out?
from the village? No, this is my home. We are a bit separated from all of the other cities and villages in the kingdom. A bit remote. And I'm not one for travel, especially with the world nowadays. It's quite dangerous out there.
Be careful, that danger might just come to you.
Well, if it does, then fate be it. But that is a talk for a darker time. Tonight, like I said, is a night of celebration. Can I get any of you anything else? And she looks at, like, Zephyr and Sameen.
I think I'll have an ale.
An ale? Okay. Well, would you like a stronger one or a bit easier to drink?
Oh, why not? I'll have a stronger one.
Strong. Okay, let's see here. She begins to look back through all of her drinks. And after a moment, she goes, okay, you might like this one. She holds up a bottle, and on the bottle, you actually see a drawing of a dwarf with a warhammer in one hand, and then in his other hand a bottle of ale. And she goes, "This is Dwarven Magic Ale. It is very exotic and very strong. It will definitely make you feel that you are a bit more magical than you are already." And
I mostly use spells, so
and then this is
can't get much more magical than that, I bet.
This will be right up your alley then. And she pours a glass for you and hands it over to you.
I chug it.
Oh boy, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Regret. Where's my thingy? There it is.
Oh, it's not terrible. You got a +2 in Constitution. It's not bad.
I got a 7.
Oh, okay. So as you chug the ale, you can feel it tastes actually really, really good. You can taste all of the grain and the hops that were brewed within it. It has a really smooth texture, and you can feel all the different exotic spices and ingredients that went into making the ale. And you feel very light on your feet. You feel very just on top of the world with as you feel this almost magical flavor into your body. You also feel yourself begin to very, very quickly begin to enter a drunken state. And so you are now, you're very drunk, and for the next, let's see here, for the next 5 hours until you long rest, if you do any type of roll, like attack, like a roll to hit or a saving throw, you will roll with disadvantage.
Oh boy.
At this point in time, Bear Arms, you'd be re-entering the tavern, being followed up by many other villagers as well.
A couple villagers, an invisible closet, a weasel.
A ferret.
Or a ferret, sorry, not a weasel. A ferret. Barkeep, on it. The strongest drink you've got in the house.
I can do that. Give me one moment.
Seal's still drinking water.
Seal's still drinking water.
I don't think Seal can drink alcohol. I think he'd just die.
He did it earlier.
And he almost
Didn't
died.
work.
It really didn't.
All right. So as you take a seat, you see her get a bottle that is like a dark green color. The liquid inside is, and she pours it into a glass and hands it over to you and says, "This is the strongest drink that we have here. A word of warning. Many of the villagers who come in here and drink this do not tend to remember anything after they drink it. In fact, I've never had anyone remember anything. So, yeah, speak up.
I don't remember anything for the past day and a half.
That doesn't make me feel better. I will forget this conversation.
Like, barkeep, I thought that grog was the strongest stuff.
That you just asked for a strong drink, not the strongest.
I chugged the drink.
Do you also want the strongest drink, Theobald?
Yes, I want.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I wait for Theobald then. Hold
Okay.
up, I'll wait for Theobald.
Okay, so she pours you both the drinks, and then hands them over to you. And she says, "Well, any toast y'all would like to do?"
Well, I guess we should probably toast to the town, since she's safe from the goblins now, right?
Right.
I suppose so.
You give me a minute to look up what
Sips
the
her ale
town...
'cause she doesn't really know how to toast.
Or an anor. Or
Anor.
known as anor.
Yeah, you're an Anor.
I raise my glass up to all the patrons above. To Anor, for her crops be bountiful and her harvest be plentiful.
All the villagers just let out one loud cheer.
And I down the drink.
All right.
Yep.
Both of you give me Constitution saving throws.
Hey, I have a +6 to Constitution saving throw.
Maybe that'll help you because you need a really high roll.
Damn it.
Hey, I
got a
crit.
10.
Oh, you crit? Okay, cool. What'd you
I
steal?
crit.
I got a 10.
You not. Wait, did you roll a 4 or do you not have any bonuses?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Constitution saving throw. So it's gonna be roll
Oh,
d20
shit.
plus your +7 in Constitution saving throws.
Oops.
Oh, so you got a
Is that not-
17.
Okay, so 17.
I
then?
got a 13. I
13.
rolled a 6. I rolled a 6 plus 4 is what I put.
Okay, 6 plus 4. Oh, because you were just adding in just your charisma.
okay.
You're adding your
Yeah.
charisma modifier. Okay.
I got you. Okay.
So, Bear Arms, as you down the drink, you can taste the different flavors in it. You can definitely taste a very strong, almost potato-like flavor to it. But you can also feel...
Wait, are you telling me I just drank vodka? Is that what you're calling your strongest drink is
Well,
vodka?
it goes more than just that.
Okay.
As you drink it, you can feel magic begin to flow through your veins and flow through your body. And almost for a moment, you can hear laughing and giggling. But then it goes silent, and you shake it off, and you're perfectly fine. And it was actually a very good tasting drink. Theobald.
I'll keep another.
Theobald. You, however, as you down it, you taste the same thing, the magical properties, the strong potato flavor, but you can feel the magic coursing through your body, and you begin to feel heavy, then light, then stable, then dizzy. And as these just different changes are flowing through you, you also begin to hear like the laughing and giggling. And as you look around, you actually see many tiny little different fairies and fae all throughout the bar. And whether or not this was due to you being drunk or actually having the magical property imbued in you, you're extremely drunk to tell. Extremely too drunk to be able to make out the difference. And you are very fucked up right now, Theobald.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to go off of what I see on the internet because I've never been that. I've never been fucked up.
Oh boy.
Tristan
I'll
has.
tell you, it's not very fun.
I have many a time.
I saw my friend a week later and had to ask him if I actually saw him that day or not. 'Cause I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if it was a dream or if it was real life.
I spent the day after my first blackout literally sleeping in the floor of my shower for 7 hours. So
I didn't black out.
Tristan, what did you message me that one night when you were fucking drunk?
Bro, I fucking tell you what, Cameron, you're my best friend, is what I text you. Mind you, I was only halfway done drinking. I was supposed to stop, but every time they told me to get water, I'd get a bottle of water and then take another shot of Crown.
God.
Because no one was watching me and my Crown was in the fridge.
But yeah,
Responsible
it
drinking.
was responsible. But yeah, Theobald, you are
No, I
extremely
was
fucked
still
up.
drunk when I went to work.
And,
I straight up woke up and went to work drunk.
and
It
just
was
so
awful.
you're aware, Theobald, for the next, like in the morning, you will not remember a single thing that happens for the rest of the night. Not a damn thing.
Boy.
Cameron, did you hear me though?
Yeah, I heard you.
I said I wanted
So we got a
another.
drunk bar.
So you want another one? Okay.
I want another
So
one.
she gives you another one.
Lord, Seal is like watching.
Samin's watching as well, just kind of watching what she's like.
Samir, you have
I
one.
toast
I think
myself
you can take it.
to a long life and to a quick death, and then I down it again.
All right, do another Constitution saving throw.
Nat 1,
Oh,
nat 1,
Nat one, nat one.
Is it actually a nat 1?
Yep, I crit miss. Oh my god!
So-
Literally, right when you said nat 1, it rolled the 1.
So you taste the really good tasting alcohol again, but then you hear the laughing and the giggling, and just like Theobald, you begin to see all the fae and fairies everywhere. And just like Theobald, you are extremely just off your rocker, and you won't remember a damn thing in the morning.
No,
Sameen.
I think I should just pass out because I crit miss.
Sameen.
Oh no, we'll get to you
So the
and
rest
what
of the
happens.
party.
I want another one.
How much of the party is passed out at this point?
So, Bear Arms and Theobald are basically passed out. They won't know a single thing.
Zephyr is pretty
incoherent.
fucked up.
Yeah, Zephyr's
Alright.
pretty fucked up.
Sameen. Fight. Great geek fight.
Two.
No.
Two.
Oh, you do.
fight.
You got an old man.
Did someone say
invisibility.
fight? I'll fight.
Sameen cast invisibility.
I punch in the area where you were right. I hit with my boomerang in the area you were just at. Or actually, no, wait, no, I don't do that. So you were just right in that chair, right? As soon as you go invisible,
She's trying to leave.
as soon as you go invisible, Seal's gonna try and splash water and use shape water to throw it, like move it around and find you.
What would that even be?
I don't know.
Would that be a stealth check from me or what?
I think that would just be a roll to hit with disadvantage for Seal.
Disadvantage.
Bro, he's invisible.
It's water.
And he's invisible.
He literally just went invisible.
And he immediately started to move as he did it. He could fucking duck, he could jump, he could mow anywhere
The
in that whole
water's
last
big.
room.
I made it a wall.
Roll me.
It's
How much water do you
5
have in that
foot
cup?
water, dude.
No, how much water do you have in that cup?
Yeah, how much water's in that
I
cup?
took water from everyone else too.
No one else had water. They already drank their shit.
Alcohol is the same as water.
They drank their alcohol.
All of our drinks are gone.
You have one damn glass.
Go
Roll with
away.
advantage, asshole. Or disadvantage.
Oh,
Disadvantage,
well,
fucker.
Well, they're both 10, so 17.
Wait, 17? How'd you get a 17?
They both were 10.
No,
Plus
like
7 for
plus
spell attack.
Yeah, say plus
I don't think I would count
modifier.
that as a spell attack.
It's literally a
It
spell
is. It's a
attack.
spell attack.
I was saying he is using a spell, so we fought for him having disadvantage. So
That is a
did.
spell
So
attack.
it technically hits.
Okay,
So
so
now there's water.
yeah, there's water
It's like-
dripping off you. It's showing where you are.
All right, I grabbed there. I grabbed that spot where the water's on.
She ducks out of the way
How?
because she can't.
now roll a strength contest.
That's gonna be a strength contest.
Oh shit.
Would I not be able to use acrobatics? Wait, no, I suck at acrobatics. Let's not do that.
No, you did acrobatics.
Wait, no,
Acrobatics.
you know what? Sure. Oh, that's cocked. My bad.
Wait, so what am I rolling? Just the.
Just roll
You're rolling-
strength.
Strength.
Yeah, just a strength.
Yeah, just strength.
Mm-hmm.
What'd you get?
I got a 13.
3.
Celine ducks out of the way.
Seal.
What?
What?
Seal.
What?
Duel with me.
I put the water back in the cup.
What?
Duel with me.
Celine's gonna stay out of the way as best she can
You're
while
picking.
invisible.
You're picking your fights way too high, buddy.
While everyone's
No,
doing this,
Drink.
Bear Arm's just sitting there
punching
singing
way too
Freebird at
high.
the top of his lungs.
But
I
I'll
can't-
go for it, buddy.
Zephyr joined him.
I didn't hear what you just said.
I'll go for it, buddy. You're punching high, but fucking come on.
Tricks.
So at this point, a bunch of other villagers are beginning to enter the tavern, beginning to drink, have a merry time, celebrating that the village is saved. And a bunch of them actually get up and are beginning to. Several villagers actually come in with instruments, a couple of lutes, some ukuleles, some things like that, and
An
just begin to
accordion.
play. Yeah, an
Play
accordion.
Freebird!
And they begin to play music, and a bunch of villagers begin to get up and dance. To the more drunk people in this right now, Bear Arms, Theobald, Zephyr, do any of you go up and join the crowd partying?
I'm
No, the
trying to
second
drink
I
Run the
see
drink
you,
off.
the second I see them jump, walk in the door, I hobble, Freebird! Start walking towards them.
Seal and Theobald are about to have a drink off, despite extremely weighted odds.
Well, at least Theobald's already drunk, so I think it's even.
Bet. All right,
Okay.
let's do it. I don't know what drink do we get. What?
the
What drink are we
strong, the
drinking?
strong The strong one.
The strong one. Got it.
Okay, wait, one moment. Who here is ordering the poiting, the strongest drink? Who here is...
Me.
Me and the guy with no shirt on.
What about
I
your...
have a shirt on.
You're
Do I?
barbarian, you never have shirts on.
Yeah. So what about your tiefling friend? Will she be having anything?
No.
She's invisible.
Her voice
and
sounds
she
out
loves-
somewhere in the tavern.
because she's too scared.
Alright, well in that case, Seal, she gets you a drink of the poiting and hands it to you. Roll me a constitution save.
Well, and Theobald.
And, oh, well, yeah, but Theobald's already fucked up, so it won't make a difference.
26.
What?
Why wasn't that there earlier?
Did you roll with disadvantage?
I mean,
gets a
yeah,
9.
you know what? Actually, this gives me an idea. Theobald, go ahead and roll again with the disadvantage. I just want to, just for something else later on. What'd you get, Seal?
22.
Seal gets a 19.
19. What the fuck? Yeah, no, like, you drink it, and just like Bear Arm's first reaction to it, you easily shake off the feeling of the magic.
I creep up behind Seal, wrap my arm around. Let's do one more, little buddy, and then I order 2 more of them.
Yeah!
God damn. Okay, Theobald, did you roll disadvantage and tell me what it was?
22.
Okay, so
That
you're
was
good.
disadvantage?
Yes.
He has like a
had that
plus
before?
6 in his constitution, plus 7. Alright, Colgrag, same thing, roll me a con with disadvantage.
Alright, here we go.
I have to roll again, right?
Yes, you do, because you're
I
drinking
don't
another
think I
one.
should be able to roll, but I'm not, yeah.
Well, it's because it will get even worse. Just
20.
Okay.
A 15.
Oh,
15.
I almost dropped my die.
okay. You drink it and you can feel it getting
Uh,
even worse. The alcohol weighing heavier on your mental state.
Yeah.
All right, you Seal.
5.
Oh, Seal, your old body begins to react to the magical drink, and it doesn't take long. Within seconds of drinking it, you immediately begin to hear the laughing and giggling of the fairies and the fae. And
Seal looks around a little bit.
mhm.
And he kind of under the table pulls out a card and taps it against himself.
Okay.
Casts Lesser Restoration. Seal's not afraid to cheat.
Okay.
That's my last 2nd level spell slot.
All right. So, all right, everyone. So Samin is kind of just wandering off invisible, and the rest of y'all are
Seal's
getting
back
up.
to normal.
So, okay, so you're back to normal. What are you drunken 3 doing?
Fucking idiots.
Question: would this have counted as a short rest? I've been trying to speak, but my mic is fucked up.
No.
Not yet.
No,
I went
not
back
yet.
to dancing with the crowd.
All
I
right.
would have counterspelled that if I could, but
You couldn't see it, bitch.
All right. So he's dancing in the crowd. Theobald, what are you doing? You out there too?
I have no idea. I guess so.
All right. And lastly, Zephyr. What is Zephyr in his drunken state doing?
Zephyr's up on a table playing music with the
Perfect,
people
Zephyr.
that
This is the
came
moment
in.
I've been looking for.
Oh no! I retract.
All right,
I
Zephyr.
retract.
So, just for just a little bit of flavor, do you
His
see? Or
loot
do
is
you...
upside down, and nobody's thought to tell him.
Okay.
There.
Well,
He's doing his best.
I'll get you to play one day, Zephyr. But anyway,
Oh, God.
so you're jamming out,
Dang.
Theobald and Bear Arms. You're out in the crowd. So the time begins to pass by. Everyone stays out partying and drinking. As the hours begin to progress and it gets later into the night, is anyone going to retire to their rooms, or the extremely drunken to Theobald and Bear Arms? Are you going to stay with the crowd that remains?
I'm staying out.
Oh, I'm staying with the crowd, bro.
Okay.
It's too late. I'm already lost in the crowd.
Okay.
Samin's gonna watch for a little bit, but if nothing really changes or nothing dangerous happens, then she'll just go back to her room.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing.
But
nothing
also,
really
her
happened.
invisibility drops at some point because it's been over an hour.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing bad's going on at all.
Seal goes up to Samin.
I noticed you,
Hey, drinking.
Uh-huh.
Fight me.
I find it useful not to drink.
Oh, I do
They're
too.
not very accepted.
Drink fight me.
With what?
Drinks.
I'd rather not.
That's what a drink fight is, idiot.
I'd rather not. You're already very drunk.
What do you mean I'm fine?
Sameen slightly
by
pushes
all
Seal.
things you get.
Sameen slightly pushes Seal.
Seal stands up. He's fine.
Oh fuck! I forgot he casted Lesser Restoration.
Yeah, idiot.
You're drunk now. Try to push over an old man.
Put you in the bag of devouring if you don't stop.
I'll make Legram eat you.
I'll put Legram in the bag of devouring.
He's too big.
He's not.
Idiot.
He's not.
Seal doesn't know that.
I'm not drink fighting you, Seal.
Loser.
I'll be
Seal
a
walks
loser
out the
instead of a
tavern.
drunken idiot.
Seal's literally a fucking high school kid trying to peer pressure his friends.
He never had his high school phase. He was too busy being stuck inside.
Seal leaves.
Alright, so you both begin to retire to your room. Zephyr, do you stay
No,
out? Or-
no, he
you
leaves
just-
the tavern.
Oh, okay. We'll come back to you then.
Seal, where are you going?
We will return to you, Seal. Zephyr, do you retire to your room? After a while of partying?
I don't know if Zephyr's gonna make it to the room.
Okay. I mean, if you want to collapse
Sameen
somewhere,
helps
that's
everyone
perfectly
get
I'm
back
fine.
to
going
their
to-
rooms.
I'm going to attempt to make it back to my room.
Okay.
I make it about halfway down the hall
Can-
before I
can
decide the
Sameen
floor
try and
is as
help?
good of a place as any to.
Can Sameen try and help Zephyr get to
Yeah,
their
you
room?
can easily just help Zephyr to his room.
Alright. Come on, Zephyr. Let's not have you sleep in the hallway.
But the floor is nice. It's
Not as nice as a
cold.
bed.
The bed's not the floor.
You're right, it isn't. Very smart.
I am very, very smart.
Yes,
But
you-
nobody thinks I am.
No, you just
Your
you
wisdom
just
of
don't make
negative
the
one.
correct choices. It's okay. Let's just get you to bed. You won't remember any of this in the morning.
Screw you. I will. You just watch.
I think Zephyr remember it. Bear Arms and Theobald won't.
So Sameen helps Zephyr get to the room, and then deciding it would probably be better to wait for Seal, Theobald, and Bear Arms to get to their rooms as well. She'll wait down there with everyone, with the bartender, and just
Okay.
toss them 2 gold. Be like, "I'm sorry about my friends. They're getting a little bit rowdy."
She just laughs and waves her hand. It's quite all right. The crowd here tends to get a little out of hand, like I said. But it's like I said, it's fine. Tonight is a night of celebration.
Woo! Play some Skitter!
Can Sameen
So-
have her closet follow Seal for whatever he went? Like, it's been like probably about 5 minutes now, but she's getting a little worried.
I mean, the closet can leave. It's a matter of fact of where,
Yeah.
if it can find Seal,
Yeah.
which we'll get
That's
to
a
that
good
in a
question.
moment.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So going back to Bear Arms and Theobald. So as the night progresses, the crowd begins to thin out a little bit, and you see a couple of the people in the party beginning to remain. You see a couple of mostly human and elven people. You see a couple of elven and human men, as well as some elven and human women stay. And two of them actually, or no, sorry, one of them actually is dancing next to you, Bear Arms, and 2 of them are dancing next to you, Theobald. The one with you, Bear Arms, is a elven woman, and the 2 with you, Theobald, one is a human man, and the other is an elven woman as well. And as the crowds begin to progress, or as the crowds begin to disperse, do either one of you retire to your room?
Well, at
Maybe.
this point, I feel like
Bear Arms is an all-night party, man.
What about you, Theobald?
He doesn't stop.
I don't know. I feel like at this point Theobald might be sitting at a table, just like staring at it.
Okay, so you go and take a seat. Bear Arms. As
Yeah.
the dancing progresses with the remaining crowd, specifically the elven woman, tell me, in a drunken state, would Bear Arms have drunken relations with a elven person?
No.
No.
What?
Oh no.
Okay. Because that is a very real thing. Okay, so just wanted to make sure. So, because you're lucky it's not you, Theobald, because you had a man with you.
Excited for what?
You had a human man with you, and I was going to ask you the
Okay.
same thing. So you all begin to just party until the crowds finally begin to disperse. After a while, the elven woman disperses as well, leaving the crowd, and all the others begin to leave, leaving the bar basically empty besides the people who are beginning to finish up their night, taking drinks to their table. And with that, the night is basically starting to come to a close. But before we close the night, we'll go back to Samin trying to figure out where Seal went. So, Seal, what are you doing?
Familiar trying to
Yeah.
find out where Seal went.
So,
That's a good question.
What did Seal do?
if you'd like to know the layout of the village, I can tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the village, it's not very, very large. There's the majority of the buildings in the village are homes, not stores. There is a small general store that, despite the late hour, you still see lights on the inside, and the door's still open. There is a I can't think of the name of the building, but the buildings that essentially tan leather and things like that. You know, they make leather out of hide. And besides that, that's really it. The only buildings are the general store, and the tavern.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seal walks out of the tavern,
Okay.
then thinks for a moment, because he definitely walked out of the tavern with a purpose.
Uh-huh.
Purpose was leave the tavern.
Okay.
It's nighttime. I
It is
assume.
very much nighttime. It's past midnight at this point.
Any good roofs?
Roofs?
Yeah.
I mean, they're all, like, pretty flat buildings, so for the most part, yeah, there's a lot of just flat roofs.
Okay. Is there a forest nearby?
Yeah, the forest that y'all went to go fetch Greg for help on the quest. You can see it off in the distance.
Then, okay. Seal is gonna turn into a lizard.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
he's gonna slip into an alleyway real fast and turn into a lizard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
And just kind of, I guess, go to the forest. He likes forests.
Okay. So just
And
want to...
he'll be finding a tall tree to
Okay.
climb and look at the stars at.
I just want to say while you're doing that, Samin, there's almost no possible way your closet's going to find him.
Nuh-uh.
It's
Nuh-uh,
dark
not
and
even
a lizard.
fucking close.
So you look around, you can't find a single trace of where Seal went. Seal, as you climb up the tree in the forest, you can actually see in the distance a light in the distance, and as you look at it, it's actually a fire, a small little fire. And you can see Greg taking a seat at the fire, and he has a spit roast going on. And on the roast, you know, as he's rotating it, you see one of the dead goblins skewered on it, and he's rotating it over the fire.
Seal thinks that is gross. He will not be talking with Greg tonight. He just spends the night in the tree looking at the stars. At some point, his wild shape turns off.
Okay. Yeah, you
After
just
like 2 hours.
so you just do that.
Just chills for the night. Seal does not come back.
Yeah, after a while playing there, you hear Greg yell out, "This fucking goblin tastes like shit."
Seal lizard laughs. Which would he...
Oh, fuck with that!
But yeah, so you spend your night doing that. Samin and Zephyr have already retired. And then Barons and Theobald, now that the night's progressed and everyone's starting to empty out, do you finally begin to call it in for the night?
Oh, I passed out on the dance floor. I'm just
Okay.
passed the fuck out in the middle of the bar right now.
You just pass out at the table, Theobald?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, cool. Well, the night progresses on, and just so you're all aware, this does count as a long rest. You all feel long rested, except in the morning, as you all begin to awake, Bear Arms, Theobald, and Zephyr, you, while you are long rested, you still will suffer disadvantage. Or not you, Zephyr. Sorry, you're fine. Theobald and Bear Arms, for the next let's see. For the next 2 hours, you will suffer disadvantage on all saving throws and rolls to hit. Everyone begins to awake in the morning. Zephyr in her room, Zephyr in his room, Samine in her room. Theobald, you wake up at the table with a blanket around you, and Bear Arms, you on the floor with a blanket around you and a pillow beneath your head. Seal, you are in the forest still.
Looking at stars.
Yeah, well, looking at the star, the one
There's
big
no
orange
stars
one.
in the morning.
The one big orange one in the sky.
Morning, right? Seal's eyes hurt.
It's fucking going blind. Yeah, so you all begin to awake. It's morning now, the next day.
Smin goes ahead and just walks down the stairs, looks at the two that were decided to not go up to their rooms, and goes, "You guys remember anything from last night?"
No.
Oh, what? What day is it? The fuck day?
That answers my question.
How did we get in this town? Only what?
Oh boy.
The king
Tables.
called us.
Drunk. We killed some tables. You got really drunk.
Tables.
And I need to find Seal.
The fuck's a table?
As you say, you need to find Seal. A bear walks into the tavern.
Alright, so get this.
Seal,
I
get out
hop
of-
on my feet.
Stop being a bear.
A bear.
Alright, so get
Must
this.
kill.
A priest, a rabbi, and a bear walk into a bar.
Like the bear, upon you guys responding to it, the bear goes, "Huh?" and like turns its head, looks at it, looks down, is like, "Oh." It turns back and goes, I had bear arms." My bad.
I walk up and attack Seal.
Dodge.
Damn. Got me
Fuck
again.
you, I'm God. No.
Savage.
Damn, you got me again.
I mean, you could attack Seal, fucking sure. You could actually roll if you want.
No. I have a disadvantage, so why would I do
Bear
that?
Arms just looks at the
It'd be
human.
funny.
Looks at the human Seal. Bear! Swing.
I look
You see it through my disguise.
a bear and like pull my sword out.
Yeah, so you all wake up. The barkeep looks at you all and goes, good morning to all of you. I see you all slept fairly well. Well, you seem to have all had a great time last night. I know it is quite early in the morning, but are y'all planning on staying another day in our village, or are you leaving today?
I groan.
Leaving.
I
What
believe
did
we
you say that
get
small
back on the
magic
road.
shop was? The mage.
He is, if you keep following the path south, right on the edge of the swamp, you will find his home there.
Thank you. About how far away is it?
Let me see. Let me pull up the
All right, magic guy. Fuck,
map
forgot.
real quick.
You don't need to come with Seal. It's just.
No, I like magic. It's cool.
Fair enough.
One moment. Trying to remember. God, I can't remember I thought we pinned the distances, the amount of days it takes to get from one town to the other, but I can't find it. Do you remember
The
where?
distance
Yeah.
between towns?
Yeah.
Which town? Sorry.
Just like, do you remember where we wrote that all down? I can't recall.
It might be in our private messages.
Oh, is it? Let me let me check. Because I want to give you all an accurate.
I have the list on my Google Doc.
Okay, yeah. Let me check. So I want to give you all an accurate. Okay. Here it is. Right here. I got it right here. So she says, well, if you are going to Fereth, which is south from here in the swamp area, it will take you about 9 days to get there. So it is about a
That's
day or
quite a
two.
distance.
It is about a day or two out of the village. So about a week's worth of travel from here.
That's quite
Another
a distance
week.
away.
Fuck.
Well, like I said, we are a very remote village.
All right. Thank you for the information.
Of course.
I think they should probably, at least Theobald and Bear Arms should probably get something to help with that hangovers if you have anything.
Let's see here.
At least just some water.
Okay, she reaches down and gets a bottle of light blue liquid. She says, I'm aware that last night was free for celebration, but consider this on the house. And she pours 2 small glasses and says, this is very strong, but it is good for hangovers. Not super strong hangovers, but it will help at least a little bit.
Just grab it and
Yeah, I grabbed it and down it.
Okay. So, it helps a little bit. You can definitely, you still feel a little bit groggy. You still have the headaches in your head. But you do feel a bit more awake, a bit more, alive compared to
That
how
was
you
the
originally
worst
were.
thing I've ever tasted.
You no longer have disadvantage on your rolls.
Sweet.
yeah.
She just nods her head and puts it back and says, well, I think I speak for my village here, but we all appreciate everything that you did for us. I hope to see you all again someday. In merry travels.
Uh,
Alright. So, do you all begin to make your way out of the tavern, going to find your wagon?
well,
Yes.
I'm gonna pay her.
Okay.
Hey, whatever happened to what's his name?
Donica?
Donna,
Kai.
He's been
Yeah.
off doing his own shit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Like, where'd Olo go?
Yeah. Yeah, he's off doing something right now. You'll see. If or maybe you won't.
boy.
Who knows? So, you said you're paying the woman?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna like drop 72 gold.
She
Oh boy!
she looks surprised and goes, this is quite a lot. This is actually almost more than you owed last night. Are you sure? This is unnecessary.
It's fine.
Well, then, like I said,
How much did they fucking drink?
they literally drank the most expensive drink she had.
Ah, fair enough.
And then hangover cures, so...
Oh, good thing that shit was free.
Yeah. She says, well, like I said, we all appreciate your presence here. I hope to see you all again. Alright.
Hopefully under better circumstances.
Okay. So, with that, do y'all begin to exit the tavern, going towards the wagon?
Yeah, but like as we head out, I
Yeah.
kind of like make mention like, you know, I'm from Breeden, just because I felt like, you know what, there's no point in like being like ooh vague. I was like, bro, just be like normal. You know, it's kind of a passing. Oh yeah, it's Breeden, not just east.
I'm aware of the tragedies that happened in Breeden. I'm sorry for anything that you may have had to experience.
Yeah. Well, thanks to you, last night it helped some, I guess.
As you begin to leave, she says one last thing. She goes, oh, and in case you ever come back and wish to speak to me, I will probably be here, but my name is Alana.
All right. It's a good name.
Let me just write something down. Alright, and so, as you all begin to leave, it doesn't take long for y'all to leave and begin to head towards the wagon. And as you go towards the wagon, you actually see Donakai on top of it, laying down, just twirling one of his psychic daggers onto his fingertips. And he looks down at you all and goes, that was quite the party y'all had there last night.
Yeah, it's a shame you weren't in it.
For them, yes.
I look at him, shut the fuck up, don't talk, I have a headache.
Sorry, but I don't really need to be getting my face seen everywhere I go.
Mm.
I understand the feeling.
What'd you say?
I understand the feeling.
Well, if y'all ready to head out, I think we've used enough time here. I'm ready to hit the road again. What do y'all say?
I believe, yeah, that would be a good option.
I think Samin here has a place to stop on the way.
Yes, just a small, little... someone's familiar with magic, apparently, just a little bit. They said they were like a day out of town or a day out of Ferrith?
They're like 2 days out of Ferrith. If you take the path just following it towards Ferrith, you will encounter the magic practitioner before you get to Ferrith.
We'll get there before we get to Ferrith. It's on the way.
All right.
Legum, activate road mode.
His legs switch out for wheels.
All right, see you there.
Gets on Legger,
just
goes
speeds
80.
off.
Yeah, goes 80 feet. All right. So
I
everyone,
can go ahead and take the first shift of driving. I know you have a headache, Bear Arms. Probably won't do
Proficient
well.
in vehicles?
No.
well, at this point, y'all been.
it.
Y'all-
Everyone, shut up! I can drive.
At this point, y'all have been traveling for so long.
You hear
I'm,
Seal's voice.
Don't drink and drive.
Shut the fuck up! Don't tell me what to do.
Sabine hops in the driver's seat, not listening to Bear Arms, and goes, "Just get some rest. I know. Trust me on this one. Get some rest."
I haul myself into the back of the cart and pass right the fuck out.
All right. So y'all get into the wagon and also on Leggerm and Seal's case and begin your travels again. Going towards
Ferrith.
going towards Ferrith, as well as wanting to stop at the magic practitioner on the way.
Trying to say practitioner.
Practitioner, yeah. I'm having a hard time speaking.
Practitioner.
Practitioner.
I was about to like, damn, that's like the most
Practitioner.
fanciest way I've ever heard.
Sorry, just going for a couple things. What the fuck? Oh. Alright. So, you begin your travels. Beginning to get on the road and get going. So while you're on the road, is there any conversations going on? Is anyone doing any more reading? Anyone want to do any type of praying or try to worship any deities if you have any?
I am feigning reading, as in I'm holding the book over my head, but really I'm using it to block out everything and sleep.
Alright. Anyone else? Alright.
Samin's gonna kind of look back at the group and kind of just look forward out the horizon and go, kind of whisper a prayer to the Raven Queen and go, fuck, now I need to think of a prayer. If you can give me any hints as to what may lie ahead, that'd be helpful.
Can you make me a religion check?
Oh boy, one I'm super great at. Sarcastic, I'm awful at it. That's 12.
12, okay. So,
Average.
nothing happens for a moment. But then you do get a very faint feeling in your mind. You don't know exactly what it is, but suddenly the name Lazarus enters your mind. Lazarus Drach, actually, is the full name.
Ooh. Lazarus Drach.
Yep. And then you see a image in your head of a man that you feel like you recognize, but it's very hard to really tell if you ever did truly know him. It is a human man, and he seems very, very large. He seems very strong, and he wears tattered, very poorly stitched together leather robes with long dark fur around the edges of it. He holds a giant sword, and he has long black hair going down his face. But you cannot really associate a name with the face.
Okay.
And Seal, it sounded like you were wanting to say something earlier.
Yeah.
Seal's gonna start talking to Leggerm.
Legger, what do you think about things of the possessed variety?
Are you using speak with animals like you did that one time?
No.
So you're just talking to... Okay. As you ask Legram the question, you hear no response. Legram just keeps walking. Though, you don't know if you imagine... Or gliding, I guess. Sliding. Wheeling. Driving. I don't know how to fucking describe it. Rolling. That's the word.
Gotta go through all the words and try to find the right one.
It's been a long day. But in whether it be your imagination or not, you really can't fucking tell, Seal. But you think you feel Seal, you think you feel Legram bump aggressively. But it also could have been a rock.
Good point. I should read that book.
Seal's reading the book.
Okay. The one about...
He stays
Theo
far
doesn't
enough
have the
out of
book.
sight from everyone.
The one...
Theobald has the book.
I'm sure I took the book back. He was drunk. I'm not leaving that with him. I conned someone out of it. That's mine.
That's mine!
Fair enough.
Fucking goblin.
Can I?
I stole it fair and square.
Can you what, Theobald?
Is there a chance I can stop him from stealing it?
It
Like, 'cause I'm like,
depends.
You were drunk
You
as
were
fuck
drunk as
last
fuck,
night.
hungover,
No
and
way.
probably trying to sleep. So I doubt you'd really even struggle.
And I can turn into a weasel.
All right, so Seal, you get the book then. So you're just gonna try and read as much as you can?
Yeah.
All right, cool. In that case, let me.
Shit. Take notes time.
Yep. Let's see here. So as you read into the book, you see it talks more about the race of creatures that I had mentioned earlier, the half-elf, half-orc creatures.
The Eorcs.
The Eorcs, it really just talks more about their history regarding their race and some of their interaction with Anumbros themselves. The race of creatures were commonly found somewhere far east near, about halfway between Larton and Breeden.
I'm gonna go lay down in Dad's.
Anyway, like I was saying, about halfway through Larton
Your mic
and
just got shit.
Yeah, well, did it? Yeah. How about now?
There you go.
Okay, yeah, I hit the wrong button, sorry. I hit the omnidirectional button. Anyway, like I said, about halfway between Breeden and Larton, far east of that is where the race of creatures hidden, or where they resided. Their numbers were very sparse, having only about 3 to 4, maybe 5 families in total. And even then the families were small, with having at most 2 kids per family. They, legend has it that they actually discovered a sort of temple that praised Anumbros and worshipped him, whenever he was originally beginning to, build up power to fight Adrora. Upon discovering this, they would actually receive a message from the goddess Adrora to stop the buildup of power, to put an end to it. And so, using their natural strength and resistances to the evil, the necrotic magic, they began to just wipe the floor with many different churches of Anumbros. And within only a span of several months, they actually wiped out almost half of the army of Anumbros. Suddenly, one day, though, the race disappeared off the face of the earth, or the planet, and no one has ever seen them since then. This having taken place many, many years ago, several hundred years ago, to be exact. There is, the last thing you're able to make out is that there are rumors of the locations of where these people could be, but it is on a completely separate continent than the continent you're currently on, which is, I believe, Yaren. Yes, it is. What else? Oh, okay. And then one other thing that you're able to make out is that the Anumbros had a race of creatures primarily that worshipped him. But the race is, in the book, it's scribbled out and scratched out, and you actually can't find any mention of the name of the species. And that is the last thing you're able to really read for the moment. Sorry. Fucking dogs, what the hell are you doing? Sorry. Yeah, so that's what you're able to get out of your reading.
Okay.
As you're reading, Donakai hops down and takes a seat next to you. And
I'm far up front in these fuckers.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. So in that
I'm
case,
not letting them know I'm reading.
all right. And that
Still can't be seen doing that kind of
he
thing.
can't be
It
seen doing
ruined his
smart
image.
shit. In that case, never mind. He will not be joining you. As you all are, making your way through the travels, through the days, not a lot actually happens. No creatures begin to encounter you. You don't find any obstructions like the wall of bandits. Nothing really happens.
Seal doesn't get to con out any bandits, huh?
No, nope, not this time.
Aw.
As you begin to progress through the days, you actually make it almost the entire week without running into any form of resistance at all.
Weird. Whenever they stop, though, no, Samine will just have her raven fly around during night.
At this specific point in time, you can tell the horses are getting very, very worn out and could definitely use a rest. It's probably about 6 or 7 in the afternoon, so it's about to start getting dark. So at this point, is there anything that y'all want to do, or y'all gonna keep traveling? You're gonna let the horses rest and keep it a
It
lookout?
would be a good idea to go to rest for now. The horses are a little tired. No one else wanted to respond? Okay.
Rest. Horse.
Okay, so you all begin to settle down. Letting the horses begin to to take their rest, and the night begins to progress further on. While this is going on, are y'all going to take shifts and rest?
While everyone else might take shifts as well, I'm gonna have my raven constantly be looking around because I can have it wake me up from 100 feet.
Okay. So to anyone who's going to take a rest, I need to know right now.
Oh, I guess I'm chilling.
Okay, so
I'm
or did I say
still
rest? I
passed the
meant
fuck out.
shift. So who else is gonna take a shift? I know Samine will take a shift. Is anyone else?
Table.
I won't, because I'm passed the fuck out.
All right. So Bear Arms is passed out. Seal, you said table. I'm gonna assume that means you'll take a shift.
Yep.
What the fuck was that?
My phone sound was on. Sorry.
Even if I fall asleep, Seal's gonna. I tell.
Legger.
Legram, that's his name.
Mhm.
Legger, move if something appears, and I will wake up.
Legger just does like a little like crouch kind of thing, or like all four of his legs bend, and he just straightens back up.
Good.
All right, Theobald, did you say you're gonna take a shift, or are you resting with Bear Arms?
I'm resting.
All right, and lastly, Zephyr, will you take a shift?
I'm gonna be resting.
Okay, so Samine, Seal, and Donakai will take shifts for the night. So up first is going to be Donakai, and during his shift, he just sits there twirling his daggers on his fingertips like he normally does to pass the time, but nothing really happens. So up next, who wants to go next, Samine or Seal?
By the way, can I have my raven make a check every time as well? 'Cause
Yeah.
it always stays awake.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Should I bother with the first one because it was all right?
I don't. I mean, if you want to, go for it.
17.
17? Yeah, so as the raven looks around, it's very, very empty. You can hear, like the normal wildlife of this area. Especially you can see that the swamp isn't even that far away, only a little bit more travel and you'd actually be entering that area. So you can hear, the normal sounds from there, like the croaking of frogs, the chirping of crickets. Occasionally you see some birds flying and some deer walking around in the forest, but nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
So who wants to go next, Sameen or Seal?
I can go next.
Okay. So you go and take your watch. Okay.
Well, do I not roll perception?
Well, I was just rolling for something. Don't worry about it.
24.
24.
I love having a plus 10 to perception. So nice.
So as you look around, and during your shift, same thing as before, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. The night is progressing without a hitch. You see no suspicious activity, no out of the ordinary creatures. Everything seems to be fairly normal.
I'm gonna poke Seal to wake him up. Seal. Seal. It's your time for a shift.
Oh, Pog.
Did you just say Pog?
No, I don't know what that means.
Poggers!
It's a Pog.
Okay, well, go ahead and roll me a perception, Seal.
15.
15. So, as you look around... Sorry, I'm pulling up something.
Murder.
Murder.
Power word kill.
As you,
Pathfinder joke.
investigate, just keeping an eye on the surrounding area. Okay. Yeah, okay, cool. So as you're looking around, you don't see anything. It seems normal and quiet. But that's when you notice, as cheesy as it sounds, it's too quiet. The croaking of the frogs have stopped. The crickets chirping have gone silent. And everything is quiet. So where's everyone positioned right now? Just curious.
I figure Sameen will have taken a spot next to Seal.
Okay.
I'm passed out.
I'm on a table.
Well, she can be on the
Next to the table.
Or on the table. Okay. So he's on the table, you're next to the table. Bear Arms, are you asleep in the wagon?
Yep.
Okay. Zephyr and Theobald, what about you?
Sleeping in the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy.
So Theobald does a...
Oh, I was gonna do something. Okay.
Oh, no, you can go. What do you want to do?
So I noticed something's wrong, right?
Yeah, you can tell it's very quiet.
Laker, move out. Try to find a flanking position. Move on my signal. Go.
I'll sneak off it. And
Does my Raven notice that Seal's suddenly starting to move?
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine it notice, considering how
I'd
it
imagine.
In that case, I'm gonna
imagine
have
a table slowly sliding out from under Seal would probably raise something.
The Raven thinks that's a little suspicious, so the Raven wakes Sameen up silently.
Mm-hmm.
And Sameen watches Seal. What are you doing, Seal? Seal.
Laker needed to take a piss. Also, it's really quiet.
Like, how quiet? Can I make a perception check to see how quiet it is?
Sure.
20.
It's enhanced
Unnatural.
quiet.
I see. Perfect. Can I tell if it's like any sort of
This
magic
isn't just
that might be doing
regular
this?
You
or-
can-
Actually, wait. Can I heal?
This is
I can hear
advanced
Seal, right?
quiet.
Like nothing else is
What is
going
that?
through.
Sorry, hold on. What?
I can still hear Seal and stuff,
Yeah, you can hear Seal.
but everything else is quiet.
Yeah, literally all
Of course you
the
can hear me, I'm
frogs, the
talking to you.
crickets, everything that you heard earlier is silent. And
I was wondering if there was a silent spell casted on us, but I guess not.
yeah, you can hear Seal.
I'm gonna
Also,
slowly
before I
back
tell
up
Legram to
towards
go,
the
I'm gonna
cart.
Stealth mode.
Okay. As this happens, so Sameen, so did you? So wait, you rolled a perception check to see if it was quiet, right? Is that what that was for? What was that? What the fuck did you roll for just now? I'm sorry. What? Samine, if you're talking, you're quiet again.
It literally says it's green. I rolled a 20 for just like a general perception check. Also seeing if it was too
one
quiet.
thing that you did notice is as you did the perception check, you could hear very quick, rapid but silent footsteps approaching extremely quickly.
Everybody wake up!
And at that, because this was happening before you even woke up, that's what I rolled for earlier. Theobald,
Yeah.
20. That hit your armor class.
Yes.
Okay. So you take, let me get my dice here.
Hey Cameron, would
yeah?
Theobald be counted within range for my protection?
No, because you're sleeping.
Yeah, you're sleeping.
Damn.
So Theobald, you take 9 points of damage as you feel strong, powerful jaws burst through the side of the wagon and grab onto your shoulder, piercing through it with its sharp jaws, its sharp teeth. And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Well, shit. What's his name's gonna be pissed at us?
13.
13.
To be fair, Donica, I didn't notice it either. Kind of his fault.
Yeah,
Seal
we
didn't
could play it.
Seal
on-
didn't
Well,
wake
Donakai was.
anybody
Well,
up.
Donakai's asleep, so.
And still his fault.
But anyway, so as you feel the jaws just crush into your shoulder, Theobald, you feel a intense burning pain, something that you've never felt before, begin to just sear through your body. And as the jaws let go, you can hear the snarling, and as you look over, you see a silver-furred werewolf was the thing that had bitten you. Its mouth covered in blood. It howls and then turns and begins to very, very quickly run.
All right.
If- And right now, the only people who would be able to hit it are really you. I mean, that's really it. Because Theobald, actually, no. Actually, yeah, you'd be the only one that could attack it because Bear Arms and Zephyr were still be waking up in the process. So if
Okay.
you'd like
means
to
like-
attack it, you can. You're about 10 feet away. So,
I'll
Spell. Oh no, it's opportunity attack, isn't it?
yeah.
attack it.
Okay, roll to hit.
Let's see. One moment. Sorry, I'm kind of out. That's just the D20, right?
Yeah, D20.
Oh.
Are you hitting with just like your bare hands since you didn't have a weapon since you were asleep?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so do a D20 and
Fuck.
what? What'd you roll?
The nat one.
Yeah, so as you swing to oh wait. Fumble chart. Fumble chart. Fumble chart. All right, let's roll a D100. I love rolling these. Woo! All right. 12. What does that do? So as you wake up and you immediately try to swing in retaliation, hitting the creature, you accidentally miss and you actually slam your fist into the new wound that you have and take another 7 points of damage.
Oh, all right.
The wolf, in a matter of moments, is already almost completely out of sight, taking off at immense speed. And the burning, searing pain still courses through your body.
Shit. That's all I gotta say.
I'm just wondering what your party members are gonna do.
Yeah.
Everyone went quiet.
What happened?
A werewolf just bit Theobald and ran.
Am I awake?
You are now awake. Yes, everyone is awake at this point, but at this point
What
the werewolf's already
fuck
gone.
just
Wanna
happened?
Do I know that was a werewolf or do
You could
I
tell
like-
just by looking at it. Just the wolfen features on a definite humanoid body. It was 100% a werewolf, but it wasn't
So-
any normal werewolf. The kinds that you've heard of, just like that of dark gray or black fur, it was different.
So, are we kind of fucked here? Seabolt, are you going to turn into a wolf?
Well,
I don't know.
Motherfucker got bit. Let me run over there.
Is anyone?
What happened? What did happen, Seal? You're on guard duty.
Wolfman, I think, right?
Stupid.
You saw it, Cole. You saw it, Theobald. Closer than me.
Theobald just got bit by a fucking werewolf.
Yeah, I was fucking asleep. I thought you were supposed to keep watch.
I thought Seal was supposed to keep watch, but
I
that
was
didn't
keeping
quite
watch.
happen, says the one that was sneaking away.
It was quiet.
Everyone, shut the fuck up!
Yeah, as you all yell,
thing.
Donakai slams his psychic dagger into the floor and says, "All right, everyone, can y'all shut up? I think you need to look at your friend here." And he motions to the bite.
Seal yells out to Legram to attack whatever that thing was.
So Legram begins to chase after him?
I suppose.
Alright. Well,
He'd probably have done that thinking about it whenever he ran away.
yeah, at this point, the wolf is pretty far gone already. So Legram can chase Alex. He was running already. He has very fast movement speed.
Yeah, well, I didn't think about it when he got bit.
Well, that's your fucking problem, not mine. Anyway, like I was saying, Donakai, he looks at the wound, seeing the markings begin to originate from it, looking almost like poison in his bloodstream. And he goes, "Alright, look, I'm not adept when it comes to medicine or things like this, but guys, that doesn't... Look, we all know what happens when someone gets bit by one of those damn things, right?"
Bad touch.
Let's restoration. Throws a card at him. Do anything?
It does not. The bite stays,
shit.
and what looks like poison in his body remains.
Is it on his arm or is it his
It's
shoulder?
on his shoulder.
Okay.
Still cast it again.
Okay. Nothing
Throws a
happens.
card at him.
Bad touch.
Cure wounds.
Okay.
6.
Okay, he gets 6 points of health back, but as you see the wound begin to close up a little bit, healing from some of the damage, the abnormally colored veins or the markings originating from where the bite was still remain.
That's not good. Buddy,
Yeah?
you're fucked. A little bit. I think.
I can
Werewolf.
tell.
You know,
So,
common sense.
Since there was wasn't there werewolves like something happening in Ferrith about
Yes,
the time Samine was
you
leaving?
all remember, or you remember hearing about werewolves and wolf problems in Ferrith.
Would I know anything specifically about the issue at hand, or no? Just that there were
No,
werewolves.
you remember getting from like the letter from Yelric talking about some of the issues they were having, but in terms of like any specific werewolves, to you it was all just rumors. There was really no concrete evidence of a werewolf. It was all just rumors being passed on by the villagers. Donakai looks at the wound and just says, He definitely is not looking good. If he doesn't get help soon, I gotta say, I don't think I want to be here.
That's not good.
How do I need help?
You gotta get that curse off of you. That if I know anything about werewolves, that marking right there, that's a curse. You've been cursed with lycanthropy.
Would a city church know how to, or like a city thing know how to heal that?
That is something that I actually don't know.
All right.
Seal whistles real loud for Legan to come back.
Yeah, he returns.
Okay.
All right. Plan. Theobald, you, me, Legram, fast.
Legram
Yes.
crouches and then uncrouches.
Okay.
All right. We'll be back. Maybe with him is a werewolf, but maybe we'll still accept him. So let's go.
Wait, where y'all heading to?
Closest city.
All right, we'll just keep following the path. That'll take you to Ferrith.
All right. Like,
I lift up Theobald the best I can. He's fucking huge, but I have Legar kind of just
Yeah, Legram just kind of like
let me
kneels
push
down.
him over
and-
onto him.
Yeah, you get him on
And
there.
I hop on.
Leger, speed mode, go!
Leghorn takes off at full speed, leaving Bear Arms, Samin, and Zephyr at the wagon. The now damaged wagon, but so the damaged wagon with Donakai.
Deal with that, fuckers!
Alright.
I calm the horses because they're probably spooked.
They were
hell,
freaking the hell out.
Which I don't know if you want to make an animal
No,
handling
it's fine, it's
check.
fine. Y'all have been with the horses for a while now.
So I call them. All right, everybody load back up. I guess we'll just follow behind them and catch up whenever we can.
Man, it would be really useful to be able to turn into a bird right now. Too bad I can't yet.
I can't either.
Too bad, yeah. Oh, yeah, you gotta be like, what, level 10 or whatever?
I think 8.
Oh, 8, okay.
There is a Circle on the Moon still has to wait.
So I got like a month.
It's got a
You don't
month
know
to
how
turn
much
into
time
a
you have.
werewolf.
You could be a werewolf tomorrow, who knows? I do know how much time. I do know how much time you probably do have. You have at least 2 real life weeks before you're a werewolf.
Yeah, so y'all speed off. So you and then the rest of you get back into the wagon and begin to continue out. Do y'all want to continue heading towards the magic, the wizard, or magic practice?
I'm following Leger right now, or as best I can.
Okay. So you're just gonna keep traveling. Are you at least keeping your eye out for it in case y'all pass it?
That's up to Samin.
Samin's probably talking right now, but we can't hear her.
Oh, definitely.
I missed the last part. What was happening?
I said, so basically, Seal and Theobald took off, and now the rest of you caught back into the wagon and we're going to follow after them, heading towards Ferrith. While you're on the way, are you still keeping an eye out for the magic practicer?
Yeah, and also werewolf now.
Okay. So, as you all continue your travels, moving forward, after actually only about a couple of hours of more of traveling forward, you do see a large stone tower in the distance, getting closer and closer. As you...
I know what the fuck that is.
Sorry?
Enter Samin talk. Oh,
Sorry, what'd you say?
oh, there's a tower. Does anybody know what the tower is? Y'all ever heard of that?
No, but it seems like this might be the right place to go for a magic practitioner.
All right. I guess I pull the cart over there.
All right. As you pull forward, suddenly almost like an explosion happens in front of you. Water goes flying in the air. The swampy water just goes everywhere, and you see a large glowing blue head in front of you. It is actually that of a tiefling. You see it has 2 large curled horns and a goatee on his chin. It looks down at everyone, and as it looks down at the wagon, it goes, "Halt! Who goes there?"
I just keep writing.
He just watches. Wait! No! Wait! Stop! No. And then the head disappears and it reappears in front of you. Says, "Stop! I said stop!"
I just keep writing fast.
Barom, stop the clock.
This is probably who you're looking for.
I stop. I stop the cart and go. "Ugh, just a big floating head. Ain't nothing new."
The head reappears in front of you once more and goes, Well, that is not the purpose. What business have you here in my domain?
Are you the magic practitioner?
Who is asking?
I'll
Do we have a
fucking
name
know
for our
this
group
asshole.
yet? I guess I am, I suppose.
The head kind of moves down to get a better look at you and goes, "Oh, a tiefling. In that case, come to my door and I will let you in."
Okay.
I I love the. It's like, who goes there? Oh,
Where are you going? Where are you going?
no. Oh, a tiefling.
Oh.
Come to my door.
Oh, we need.
Thank God we don't have the idiot with us.
It's like, thank Christ. See, his mind would have blown up if he would have saw that.
Oh, a tiefling! Y'all must be hella chill.
Alright, so
It's like a fucking
I'm
middle-aged.
cookies.
See, will be talking like a middle-aged white man, like the 50s, to like a group of black guys.
Just all Black Panther.
but I drive us up to the door.
Sorry, I'm recovering. As you pull up to the tower, the door swings open, and you see a blinding light emanating out of it as smoke begins to pour out of the door. You see a figure, a very large, tall figure, completely shadowed out in the light. And as it begins to walk, and it gets closer and closer, you realize, in fact, it's getting shorter and shorter, because the height of how far away it was actually just a shadow, making it look taller. As the figure finally steps out of the door, you see a tiefling man standing at about 5'2". And as he looks at you, you can tell it's the same face, but you can tell that the head was greatly exaggerated in terms of just trying to be more frightening. Give me 1 second.
Man, I forgot Samin's like really lanky, so she's 6'4".
Yeah, so, like I was saying, so the tiefling
Oh shit!
comes
I
out.
forgot. You're only like 2 inches shorter than Zephyr.
Yeah,
And
pretty tall tiefling.
the tiefling comes out.
And I'm a foot taller than both of y'all.
He looks
We
at.
just got the group of tall people with
Yeah,
us
yeah,
right
y'all
now.
did. He looks
Well, I
at
mean-
the wagon.
Who's like 5 feet tall.
He looks at the
She was
wagon
fucking
and
tiny.
God. Yeah, the
Feels
tiefling.
my actual height.
The tiefling looks at the wagon and goes, "Yeah,
She was as tall as a
what are you doing here? This is my swamp. What are you doing here?"
What are you doing in my swamp?
Wait, were you the big head man?
Yeah.
I turn around and go back to the car. I'm fucking done.
I was wondering if you had anything. I heard we were in. What was the city called?
Anor.
We were in Ano, and I heard that. I heard that you were a magic practitioner, and I was wondering if you knew anything about. I just had anything for sale, actually. You had anything for sale, and knew anything about the Raven's Wing?
They told you about me.
No, not really.
Go. Oh. He seems a bit disappointed as you say that and goes, how much are you willing to pay?
A decent amount, not too much, but.
Alright, fine. Come on in. Yeah, you can take a look at my wares.
I don't remember when Samin spent so much gold, but she does not have that much gold.
As you enter the tower, he goes, "What are you looking for? You looking for weapons, armor?"
What are you buying? What are you selling?
Just anything interesting, I guess.
Anything interesting?
I don't really need a weapon right now. I think I'm fairly okay on that.
All right. Let's see here. We got Let's see. Look, there's so many magic items. Give me one moment. I'm
The
trying.
question is, I don't think Samin can afford any of them.
Yeah, magic items are pretty expensive. We'll see. We'll see.
Fuck, Seal's pissed now. Even though he's broke as hell.
I'm just trying to find something that would be interesting for you.
Immovable rod. Always
God,
immovable
no.
rod. Seal wants an immovable rod. He's read about them in books.
He's in books, you know.
Who got the wand of Dami? Wasn't it you, Seal?
That was me.
You can't find a
It's
reason
not
to
very
use
useful,
it.
so I haven't used it.
I got that sword too, remember?
You got a sword?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
She
but-
got flame tongue.
Oh,
Yeah.
Swords, you gotta figure out the activation word.
What was it?
Flame tongue.
Flame tongue?
Yeah, flame
Come
tongue.
on.
Um,
Bakugan. Wait, that's wrong.
Charizard!
Let's see here. Ooh, what is this one?
Electricity.
Use fire spin.
All right. Let's see here. He looks around for a moment, and then he opens a sack and he pulls out an egg. And as he holds up the egg and goes, "I got this."
Albert Wesker, no.
It's the
Poisoned egg.
It's the egg of mystery.
Huh.
When you use this egg here, if you use its commanding word, and you smash it, you'll get something. Something happens.
Anything specific? I do not know.
I mean, one time I used it, and some giant lizards came out of it.
Is it reusable?
No, I have multiple.
Ah,
And I threw another one, and a giant eagle come out, and it took the lizards. I never saw them again.
how much would it be for multiple? Or how much would it be in general, actually?
See here, this one egg will run you about 35 gold.
Whew. Anything a little bit more permanent? Maybe some enchanted items or rings
Better
or
egg.
braces or something.
Let's see here. Let's see here. What is this one?
I feel like he's just looking at random stupid ass magic items. I
I'm
feel like I'm not far
Why
off.
would he do that?
No,
Someone
no.
gets- He's done the whole campaign.
It's not like I need anything useful.
There's just
Rod.
let's see here. Let me see what this one does. Oh wait, actually no, that wouldn't benefit you at all. I won't tell you that one. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll just go. Tell you what, I have a bag of devouring, actually, if you were interested in that at all. We could try making a trade for a magic item or two.
A bag of devouring. Last time I had one of those, it almost ate my house.
Just devour them.
It can happen. I haven't used it very much, so it's, mint condition.
All right, let's see here. I'll give you something about equal to how much you paid for it. How much did you pay for it?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I feel like it was somewhere in the ballpark of about 100 gold.
About 100 gold.
But,
Oh, that's...
I have no idea, actually. I do not remember.
Well, do you like, you ever use a wand before?
Not really, but I suppose it's not that hard to use, eh?
Alright, well here, I've been trying to get this thing off my shelf for some time now. No one ever wants it. They say it's bad news. I don't know what they're talking about. Here, and he hands you a Wand of Wonder.
Sounds interesting.
What does it do?
Wait. No. No. You. No.
Oh, God.
You didn't give him a rod of wonder, did you?
What does it do?
As you ask that, he
Sounds
goes,
like a steal
let's see
item.
here. It can do a bunch of things. I don't know everything it can do. I've played around with it. Sometimes it
100 part for it.
sometimes I casted it on.
Definitely sounds like a seal item.
I casted it on someone once. I shot lightning at them. They're dead. I buried them in my backyard. Then I used it another time. I went invisible. Thought I turned myself into a vampire because I couldn't see my reflection. Then I realized I couldn't see myself at all. There was a bunch of things.
I once had one in a campaign and fireballed my party twice, used gust or whatever, whirlwind twice, and then turned myself green.
Tell you
This
what.
is definitely a
So this thing is basically the Wabba Jack.
Oh
I
yeah,
have
it's a deck of many things and a wand.
I can trade you the bag of devouring, and probably since we don't really know the effects of this wand, I feel a little hesitant about buying it.
I'll give you the
That's
wand
not
and an
really
egg.
Fair enough, I'll do that.
All right. Cool. So he will take the bag of devouring from you, and you will receive 1 wand of wonder and 1 egg of distraction.
Okay, egg of yeah, it's not in D&D Beyond, is it?
I don't believe
Wand
so.
of wonder. Hey, that is a thing actually.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an actual item.
I want
Wait, the wand or
that.
the egg?
The wand,
Okay.
Not the egg.
not the egg.
All right.
Seal wants that.
So once he hands you that, he goes, all right, is there anything else I can get any of you?
Fuck, Frank, why'd you have to get bitten by a werewolf?
Frank.
I don't think we have anything else. Just a quick question. Do you know anything about Anumbros?
A Numbros? I've heard a bit about him. Why? What do you want to know?
A friend in another village got cursed, I think. Something about his hand turning purple and something not good happening. Would you know anything about that? Do you see more of a generalist?
That sounds like just a possession to me, and I do not mess with possession. Last time I had a friend who was possessed, I tried to exorcise him. I did not know what exercise meant.
Pray tell. I see.
It didn't go
Did you
well.
make him lift weights?
Yes.
I can vibe with this dude.
All right. Well, thank you for your service. I might put in a good word for you. What city's fucking Sameen from? What did I just?
Ferrith.
Ferrith.
He goes,
I might put in a good word for you at Ferrith.
Ah, yes,
So-
make
so
sure to
get more people
spread
your way.
the good name of the mighty Tathalon.
Okay, I will do so. Thank you for your service.
Okay.
Did you want anything here, Zephyr?
Yes, actually.
What you looking for?
I'm going to pull out Flame Tongue and show it to him. Can you tell me anything about this?
That's a flaming sword. Let's see here. What do you want to know about it?
How would I find out how to activate it?
You don't know the activation. Wait, you don't. This isn't your sword? No, actually, I
found
don't
it.
care. Let's see here. He sits the sword down and he begins to wave his hand over it. His hand glowing a soft purple-red glow. And then after a moment, he stops and goes, all right, yeah, I know the activation word, but it's going to cost you
How much?
25 gold.
Tell him a cool word.
Oh shit, I actually have a lot of gold.
Yes, I mean, I don't know what Sabine spent it on. Probably the bag of devouring, but she has like, nothing.
I know exactly what Seal spent his on.
Yeah, sure.
They rhyme
All
with
right.
Zoomerang.
All right. So he takes the gold from you and then goes, let's see here. Okay. So he counts it down, making sure he got every piece that he wanted. And then he goes, all right, let's see here. The word is Hawkloon.
Hawkloon?
Hawkloon. And as you say that, the sword quickly erupts into flames.
Oh shit.
He goes, Hawkloon, Hawkloon, Hawkloon.
Why, but Sabine doesn't know why, but she feels very anxious about the flames.
How do I put it out?
Say the word again. Say the fucking word. You're going to burn my house down.
Hawkloon.
And then the flames go out.
Well shit, that's nifty.
All right. Is there anything else you need?
I think I'm good, because now this thing ain't useless.
All right. Well, if that's all you needed, then I'm gonna get back to what I was doing. Can y'all get out?
Right, rightly so. Thank you for your service again. Have a nice day.
Thank
Sabine leaves.
All right. So everyone leave. All right. So as everyone
You
leaves,
got major Seal vibes from that guy.
so as you all leave, new magic items acquired and new knowledge of previous magic items acquired. You all begin to get back into the wagon and begin to head out, continuing to travel towards Ferrith. Seal and Theobald, you continue
Theobald.
your travels.
Theobald,
Yeah.
I got a really, really bad feeling all of a sudden.
About.
I don't know.
And it is with that
That's it.
we will end the session.
Alright.
Fuck! I want magic items. What can I get for 20 gold?
Nothing.